live. That's my dream.
Yes.
I know YouTube's gonna make me cut a big chunk of this out, but fuck it.
More just movement, you know? I'm just working, you know? Like, this is brothers attaining greatness. Like, I'm just working.
I think the graduation party before
Brothers
this.
attaining new greatness.
I think so. Was it?
Was that
That's
different?
all it's about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh
right there,
yes.
right there.
Look at this. I love this, man.
Yeah, bust out everything. AP on.
That's lit.
Yeah, we navigating
Y'all show
through
some
it, you know
love
what
to
I
this
mean?
interview right here.
Switching on and off the court, you know what I mean?
That's mad.
Mad.
My niggas about to get off the court. You know what I mean? We out here, man.
Yo, can we go back to that time for the quick second?
Legendary moment in the city, man.
What was going on in your life at that time, fam? I never actually got to, because that's where I was introduced to you from, is from this Noisy documentary.
Me too, low key.
Yeah. What was going on in life at that time, brother?
Yo, it was like this blessings on blessings, and you know what it was? It was I've been working so hard on the music thing, and it was like finally like paying off, you know?
Yeah.
Like I've been making music from I was like 16, 15, like, you know, recording. I had my first album mixtape, Hottest in the City. I dropped that when I was like 15.
You're right.
You feel me? So I've been recording that, and I had, it was on Dat Piff. I had DJ Gutta host it, like, you know what I mean? So I did my reps, like I had my CDs. I was handing out CDs in the city, like I had that run. So, So from doing all those and then doing all the showcases, like Toronto Got Talents and Windsor Sports Weekends, all those showcases, it like built me up to where I was like, yo, like I got to get my break, you know? And then finally, like in 2016, I was right when I graduated, I was able to get an opportunity with Floyd.
Yeah, with Floyd,
and that was like a blessing, like, you know, because how that happened, I know you guys know the story, but it was just like...
No, you should even tell like a condensed part, because we did it on the first interview, but I think people sometimes forget about that.
That's the Money Team track, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
what
so
up, YouTube?
It started off with a Come and Get It song.
Okay.
A song called Come and Get It. That's the song that he heard. And then he's like, yo,
share this out, please. Hit the like,
come rock with me, you know what I mean? And then the same day I met him, I recorded Money Team.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I went back to him like the next day. I'm like, yo, I just recorded this track.
Talk about the shootings in Rexdale.
And he's like, what? And he booked me a flight like on the next Tuesday. I said, yo, you're coming. And then I rode with my manager, my producer, and we're just in the States just moving around, you know?
With the Money Team.
Yeah, and then from then it turned to the whole situation with the McGregor fight where he walked out to the song and then it went viral. And then, you feel me? So just me being in the States and him allowing me to come to the States allowed me to be around like so much shit. Like a lot of celebrities that I'll never see.
Yeah.
I'm in the rooms with them, you know? And that's just like inspiring me too, allowing me to come to the States. That's another thing that made me want to take this so much serious. Like,
yeah.
I'm seeing opportunities that's granting me. Like, it's like, I'll be a fool not to take it serious. Like,
you can see the vision.
Yeah.
Because some people be like, oh, he's lucky, but they don't realize like luck is just where like being prepared meets opportunity, because you could get the call, but certain mans can't travel to the States. Or like they'll get the call and certain mans won't have the idea to like, oh, let me make a track. They'll be like, I'm already here. Let me just pop bottles and like, you know? So that's mad, bro.
That's what it was. Like, I worked so hard and God just left me with an opportunity. I'm like, yo, I have to step on it. Like,
exactly.
I do whatever I could to secure it. Like, what? Money Team, that's what you're about? I'm making a track about you, about the click. Like, you know? And then, just took off from there.
Were there ever moments where you wanted to give up? Because obviously, you know, you were in university simultaneously while you were doing your music. So did you ever have a plan B? Or did you ever have that idea that, yo, if this doesn't work out, then at least I have this degree?
You know, it's crazy. I never really got the degree for me. Like, really, to be honest. Like, I got it from my Dukes. You know, coming in an African household.
I know those ones.
You feel me? It's like, I really got it for them. And I'm not gonna lie, like when I was leaving high school, I just knew how it was, and I feel like I needed a routine. You know what I mean? I feel like if I didn't have a routine, I'll venture off the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I need that routine to kind of, so every day I'm going to school doing this, and then I can do whatever I'm doing on the side. So it's like a balance. And that kind of just gave me that, you know? The balance and the feel to make music too.
So you never had a plan B? Or did you like low key?
Like, bro, I wouldn't say plan, like, bro, I'm always working on other things. So I wouldn't say plan B, but because music is always like my main priority, but I always have other ventures that I'm working on. So if you call that plan B, I guess so. Plan C, plan D, like whatever. But music is my main priority, and I'll never let that go. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's the number one. But I'm always working on side ventures. Like, I'm a man that's like doing a lot of different things. But music is the number one. And I put too much years and reps in this shit. Like, you know, it's never gonna end.
How did you choose the features for this album?
Yo, Okay, let's see. Let's run down. So, yo, it's all natural, bro.
Okay.
No pun intended.
Naturally.
Because I looked up the features. Like most of them are like notable artists, you know.
Yeah.
But I noticed that there was like one artist.
Yeah.
Okay, but before I bring this up, do you have a shotty?
No, yeah. yeah, I'm thinking. I'm trying. Yeah.
Okay.
Go. Pete, go.
Okay. There was this one artist. She only had like 1,000 followers. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Her name is Sundays. You know.
Yeah.
But when I looked, like, just okay, she was very talented.
Yeah.
You know, like being a beautiful woman. But I'm like, how does she come like on your radar?
On my album. Yeah.
Okay. How does she get on your radar?
Okay, so shout out to Sundays first and foremost. That's it's crazy because it all came from the TMT relation.
Okay.
Basically, Floyd's one of Floyd's main like bodyguards.
Yeah.
That's his daughter.
Really? Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
So me and him are mad close, like, you know, like we're like locked in, like, you know what I mean? Like, so basically, like, he just has a talented daughter that makes music, and it's crazy because my bad. You about to say something?
No, you're good.
Nah, so I made the record just for me, and I want to get like Shasia or DeVito. I want to get like a big artist on it, you know?
Yeah.
But then I must have sent him the song, and he's like, I guess he sent it to his daughter to hop on it, like, you know, and he didn't really tell me. He just sent me the song. I'm like, yo, this is kind of fire. Like, I'm like, you know what I mean? So
she bodied it still.
Yeah,
she did really good.
slid on it. And so I was like, okay. I'm like, okay. And then I'm listening to it. I'm like, I listened to it over time. Like, yo, fuck it. I'm putting on my project. Like, just like how Dexter put me on his project.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like,
Mm.
the same type of, I'm on 2 songs on Dexter's album. 2 records. You feel me? Like, I was the only artist on 2 records. Beanie Man's on the album. A couple other people, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, he gave me
Very good
opportunity.
company.
Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say? So,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, sounds great. It's a good vibe. Let's put it out. And that's for her, right? That was that connection, yeah.
Nah, because it was really good. So, like, and all the other.
Let's turn this down here. Big salute. We are back. Welcome back. Friday night, August 21st, 2026. It's your boy Friday Ricky Dread, aka DJ Friday Ricky Dread, aka multiple AKAs, man. We back over here. Big salute to everybody who's popping up in the chat right now. Do me a favor for everybody who's popping out right now. Please smash that like button. Let's push this live up in the algorithm. I don't know what's going on with YouTube right now. YouTube has been hating over the last couple of days. So let's do our best. I don't know if anybody got their notifications. He said, turn up my mic. Okay, there we go. How about now? All right, let me make sure everything's good before we get popping. All right, 1 2 1 2. Okay, yeah. It sounds pretty good on my phone over here, but we back. Again, like I said, do me a favor, push that like button, like, you know, like punch the shit out of it like that motherfucker owed you money, okay? Please, let's get this out into the algorithm. Let me get into the list of topics that I got going on today. Hold on, let me put it up on the screen in front of me. All right, so we're gonna get into just quick. We could talk about a list just a little bit. I don't want to get too list crazy. We have new list on the way, but we're gonna talk about the old list. We're gonna talk about the new one that's on the way. Also, we're gonna talk about the 1Hunnid GGG conviction. All right, it's a big deal that's been happening in the that's been happening in the hip hop scene over here. So salute to 100 GGG. We're also gonna get into the trial for one of the killers of Smokey Dawg. R.I.P. to Smokey Dawg. We definitely have to get into that. We have to get into the whole media war between Akademiks, What's the Dirt versus Rocnation, Glasses Malone, the whole thing. I feel like I've been kind of left out. I've been watching from the sidelines, so we're gonna dissect everything and break it all down. Also, there's been a little bit of an underlying beef. I think it might be done, but I want to just go check on it real quick. It's the Bass Staxckz, aka Inside Connect, versus K Money. No, it was a beef, but hey, we're going to get into it, all right? Also, Rexdale shootings. We're going to get into the multitude of Rexdale shootings that's been happening over the last 48 hours. And a resident has been charged after shooting an attempted auto theft, okay? Canadian laws, all right? We got to live with. All right, there's other things that I have on my list here, but y'all let me know if you have any topics that you want me to get into. Spam the chat, comment gang strong. Who is in the building right now? Who is actually in the building? I seen from earlier all the kickers. Big salute to the kickers who were here earlier while we were having a nice jam session. All right, big salute to Easy Fecta over there. Who else is over there? Steady Mobbin was over there. Big salute to Old John Crow 416 Trackstar Music. Big salute to Damon, but I'm not even gonna read the name. Big salute to El Manito, but salute to you same way. Big salute to El Manito. Who else is over here? Skinny FTB. Who else is in the building? Black Pudding TV. Solo 5073. Let's get it popping, man. Let's get it popping. All right. Let's not even worry about that, man. Let's not even worry about getting this too crazy yet. Fuck it. We don't do it for the views anyway. Right, gang? That's not true. Salute to everybody who's popping up right now, okay? If you're eating your dinner or you just finished your dinner, we're going to be locked in for probably about 3 hours. I got a lot of topics to get to. Before we get into any topics, let me do something real quick. Real quick. Let me just run one quick ad, and then we're going to get into what we need to get into. All right, gang? Where's my ads? Let's go.
Listen to this episode sponsor Exotic Hot Pots with great strains and merch and delivery all across the GTA. You can hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot CA, or subscribe to their Telegram at Exotic Hot Pot. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Salute to the sponsors. Cheer!
All right. I want to address this list before we get into what we need to get into. All right. I'm not going to get into a vicious, crazy rant about mad rappers and all that again. All right. And if you ask, what list do you speak of, Friday? I'll show you. I will show you. Let's pull up our share screens. This is like a pre-topic before we get into our topics. But I want y'all to think about something for me real quick while I'm conversating with y'all here. All right. And let me know also while we're getting into the beginning of this presentation here, if my mic audio is good, if the audios are too loud for anything that I'm playing, let me know. Okay. Please, because I want to find out later on when I'm watching the replay that like everything sounds fucked up and wonky. All right. But I'm going to pull up my page over here. Follow me on Instagram, Friday Ricky Dread. Okay? Ricky Dread. Le gars. The guy. All right? I dropped the top 5 West End rappers of all time. And there was another list. Top 5 Scarborough rappers of all time. Now, I'll say something on this list here. Like I said, I feel like I made a mistake with this list because I should have made it an East End list rather than just Scarborough because I made a West End list. And it's not fair to have one borough versus multiple, areas, boroughs in a whole West End. So that's not fair. So I'm going to make an East End list when I'm done doing all of the other lists that I'm going to continue to do. All right, for any of the people out there who are like, man, Friday, stop making lists. That's just not going to happen, fam. It's not going to happen. I got more. So, let me know. And this is the West End list. This is the one that has been a point of contention in my life, a thorn in my fucking side. Okay? I'm going to let Nacho tell his story when he pulls up on Sunday to do the podcast. But I will say this because I did have a slight rant, and I'll play my rant over said list. Is it this? No.
Promote the single, right? Should you already have the music video? Because I hate when people promote a single and then
Which algorithm doesn't care? Oh, this is it.
Fresh West era.
You know,
Sam Gier.
you want to know why?
Apparently they weren't golden enough.
No, fam, you know what? And I'll, before you go, Dusty, I don't want to say, and maybe this is the rant, okay?
I don't want to say the things that are the truth of the reason why I didn't put these people in different categories. And I'm not just talking about the Sam G's and all that. Mans were getting at me in the comments about the West End. And I'm not going to name names, but they're like, yo, you didn't mention certain mans they put on for the da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, and be very like insulting in a way, calling me clowns. I had next man on Twitter. I'm not going to mention his name either because he doesn't give a fuck about podcasts, right? Calling me a clown. And this is the weird shit that I be talking about. Like, fam, just because I didn't pick your favorites or I didn't pick somebody from the old school that maybe influenced one part of the hip hop game, but didn't go past Toronto, doesn't mean that you guys are not recognized. But if you're talking about all time, then humble your fucking self.
Damn right.
Humble yourself. We're talking about Drake, fucking millionaire. We're talking about Nav, a fucking millionaire. We're talking about Robin Banks, who influenced mad youths. You guys are not influencing youths no more. So how the fuck are you guys talking? Okay? If you're still doing shit now, then we can have the conversation. But when niggas drop videos now and they do 300 fucking views, you're not gonna be getting in an all-time fucking status. I'm sorry.
Holy.
And then it makes me seem like the asshole to have to tell the truth.
Truth hurts.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, fam, like, it's facts. I'm very analytical. Niggas be like, I'm the GOAT. GOATs, when they drop,
The analytical, critical, spiritual, miracle.
everybody wants to hear it. Jay-Z's a fucking GOAT. He's 60 years old almost. When he drops, niggas want to hear it. That's what a GOAT is, fam. Not, oh, I used to be. That's niggas who are wearing the varsity jacket from back in the day. Like, yo, fam, like, nah, fam, don't worry, though. That touchdown was cool back then. Like, what are you doing now?
Yeah.
And then niggas will, you know what niggas will tell me? Oh, I don't give a fuck about the metrics of now and your views and clicks and all that. Well, nigga, that's what's going to keep feeding your babies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you better care about it.
So they're living off the past.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of these niggas do in Toronto.
And they get cheesed at me when I drop a list. Because what? Because I'm fucking relevant? You wouldn't get cheesed if the list wasn't relevant.
We love hip hop.
What's his problem?
Fresh wet.
Holy. Wow. That guy's voice, his tone, that T word, that tone. I'm good with the mic, let me know. Yo, Black Paint, what up? Wrench Gang. All right, let's keep this shit regulated over here. If we see anybody who's doing too much spam, they can hate. But if they're doing too much spam, get them out of here. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. The reason I played this, because people have caught feelings about this list. I've heard the word or the words, the phrase, watch when I see you, multiple times. When I make my next list, and the next list will be the Brampton list, you guys know we do this together, all right? You guys can even start making suggestions now. We're not going to do the Brampton list today, but I would love to see some of y'all suggestions on who should be on said Brampton list. Let me know right now. Okay, I think right now, and we're not going to start doing the tweet and writing anything. I think right now, for sure, Tory Lanez is going to be on that list. All right, can we be confident and say Tory Lanez is on that list? One in the chat, Tory Lanez, and this is greatest, or how do we do this? Top Brampton rappers of all time. I don't want to hear about Tory Lanez being an R&B singer or whatever. When that nigga goes and he gets in front of a microphone and freestyles, that's not R&B singer. That's the next animal, okay? Look, that's the first thing I see when I put in the freaking net man's name. Black Pudding says Ras Fresco and Danielson. See, this is the thing where it starts getting tricky. I'm not sure exactly where Danielson is from. Ras Fresco could definitely be a contender to be on that list, though. You know what I'm saying?
Can we just get a little bit of copyrights? Let's go, man. Let's go.
Oh, bless if a nigga testing my shooter, leave him stretched to the bones in his spine chill. I'm ill, nigga. This is not a time drill. I used to serve on the strip and watch Seinfeld. Man, I remember serving on the strip, watching out for cops, hopping out Suburbans on the strip, working on the strip, chilling with a 30 on my hip. Whole team of shooters, bunch of Steph Currys in my clique, boy. I'm a wild boy. Check the style, boy. I'm a real baller. You a towel boy. I'll put him in the future. No Alroy, cause I pop tops like I'm opening some Altoids. Breath minty and fresh Fendi. Gotta hustle a chick down to smuggle bricks through the West Indies. I'll hustle till there's nothing left in me. And the plug hear about me and gotta invest in me. I send.
All right, we're not arguing that. He's going on the list. All right. I'm not even telling you guys because y'all know in the chat. No, y'all don't get back on Instagram and start getting hella disrespectful like, yo, Friday, remember when we were making that list the other day on live stream? Yo, you're a goof. Hold on. Because you're a goof. Yeah. I didn't say it when I was in the chat, but I'm on Instagram and you're a clown and a goof for your list. Y'all ain't the ones I have the problem with. All right? It's these niggas who be like, oh, you're a clown, you're a goof, and all of these different things. People who I love and respect. And then I find out later that because of like things that I do on this evil social media, that they don't feel the same about me. And to be honest, it kind of hurts. I'm not even on some content shit. Like, it kind of hurts when you know that people that you love and then other people who you loved and respected feel ill ways, maybe not towards me in a way where it's like, oh, they want something to happen to me. But a lot of who and listen, I get transparent with y'all, gang, okay? And listen, we're still on the Brampton list, so please give me some more names, all right? Please. But yo, a lot of the shit that I've been no, I'm not closing the comments. Fuck that. No, Shyest Bud. I am not closing the comments. Just because like man them get at me for a list. The lists are supposed to be debated. But when you start losing friendships and then like from a personal standpoint as somebody who's doing content for a really long time, it kind of hurts. I'm just being transparent with you guys. It kind of hurts. It hurts my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you run with niggas, you have hard times, good times. You know what I'm saying? You might not see a brother like myself for a while because I've been so like ultra focused on trying to get this network to a level where like it can feed everybody who I love. You know what I'm saying? And you know, an interview or just a quick appearance on the We Love Hip Hop podcast or network will exponentially help your career grow. Like a 5-minute appearance. This is my goal. This is my vision. You know what I'm saying? Like Breakfast Club times 100 is the way I think. So yes, I apologize that I'm not around at as many barbecues and as many, you know, family events and beginnings and first times. But I'm on a mission, and that mission is to help all of us. So then when I do stuff like this, and then I see people who are supposed to be my friends, the F word, not colleagues, not people who I just know through the industry, friends, do what, in my opinion, is turning on me. But then I realize it's not turning on me because of a list. It's just the way they've been feeling for a long time, not expressing it to me behind the scenes because all of these people have my phone number, but just expressing it once they find a catalyst to jump off of, like a list. It's kind of sad, gang, just to really like flush it out. I think about it by myself, you know what I'm saying, while I'm, you know, working, doing my thing. But when I get in now to start like verbalizing it and expressing it, it's fucking sad, gang. List shouldn't cause that much dissension where you lose friendships, all right? I don't care what the fuck you guys feel about yourselves, all right? It shouldn't cause that much annoyance, self-doubt, anything of that nature, where you need to go at who you call your friend or brother. So if that, and listen, I'm not talking to everybody. I'm talking to a few individuals and they know who they are. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that a lot of people can probably relate to on different scales. So do with that, with the information, what you will for the whole audience, as well as the individuals who they know who I'm speaking about. Y'all say Sidhu Moosewala? Of course, Sidhu Moosewala should be on that list. Oh my Lord. Right? No rant. Y'all, gang, I know y'all in the chat, fam. You know what I'm saying? We family. Y'all know when I get on my rant shit. I love to fucking get on a rant shit. It's cathartic. But I don't feel like doing that shit to my friends. Real shit. Sick when you do that. R.I.P. Sidhu Moosewala, yo. Yeah, so that's 2 spots. Everybody else, we're going to have to figure out who the rest of the spots are. Just like how when we did the Scarborough, or no, the West End list, and we put Drake and Nav, and those 2 spots were spoken for. Same goes for the Brampton list. Those 2 spots are spoken for. I'm sorry. I'm not having this stupid fucking debate again. Good thing I don't have people who are like my family in Brampton. So I won't lose friends over the Brampton list. All right? People will argue, but those 2, we're not arguing about. Tory Lanez and Sidhu Moosewala, top 5 rappers to ever come out of Brampton. All right? I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what you guys are. What's your metrics? Oh, it's not lyrical. Do you guys even understand what the fuck he's saying to know if he's lyrical or not? So shut the fuck up. All right? What I do see is 53 million views beside the thing. Oh, who cares about the views? I do. And the audience. That means he has real fans. Some of them might be bots, of course. But I can guarantee at least 1 million of those motherfuckers in there are real. Houdini. That's a good choice. And Northside Benchy. Both amazing choices. Here's the thing with Houdini. Is he in the Brampton list? Because I know that Brampton is in his story, in his origin story. But then like he has the whole Northside Jaden Finch. You know what I'm saying? But I would say he probably could be in the Brampton list. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Of course, Toby is definitely a contender. Multiple Juno Award winner. Okay, signer of record deals. Touring. Probably as we speak, he's probably about to hit a stage somewhere. Okay, Toby gets busy on the fucking. You know what? While we here, we just shooting the shit before we get into the topics. While we here, speaking of Toby gets busy. Hawaii Mighty too. Brampton has so much fucking goats, fam. Holy shit. Toby, where's your freestyle? Where's your freestyle? You got a couple. Which one do I want to run? Maybe I'll run the one after the interview. Yeah, that's the one. Let me know something first before we get into anything, man, because I know you're Roy Wood's not a rapper. Yo, put some love on this fucking interview, man. This is the problem I have with this city. Like, you know, let me put some love on my own goddamn interview the same way. This shit is a good interview, man. Toby on Life from Toronto, Tory Lanez battles, freestyle bars, and more. He raps at the end of the interview. 603 people. This nigga has mad Junos. Oh, why don't you guys bring on more positive rappers? I bring them on all the time. This interview's only a year ago. Man, you know what? No rants. Just calm down, Friday. Run to some bars at some point today.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
We're going to come right back and cut in and all that, and we're going to get to these bars, all right?
We love hip hop.
Yeah. Big Toe by, aka B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean.
Talk to him.
AKA the falsetto finessing. Yeah, AKA Benjamin Button. The flow get
Benjamin
fresh
Button,
with time.
nigga.
Look, the third world was our first home. Leave them appalled like my birthstone. My next closet all earth tones. Oluwatobi gotta work for him. I gotta show him how it hurts to him. Yeah, you know that God is the greatest. I was riding around in the city, I ain't playing, you seeing it all. Oh, cause they know that they pray for the fall, dog. And I know that I wait for the stars. Never sold my soul, I'm a soldier. Couldn't buy a winter coat, now I'm by coastal. You know how I get it? Left wrist, right wrist check. I ain't worried about a time limit. See, the balance of life is a Libra's motive.
Yo, Friday, why don't you get guys to rap when they come to the show, bro? Like, what's wrong with you? You don't even represent hip-hop like that, fam. Like, man's never even freestyle when they come to your show. Shut the fuck up, man. Guys are starting to piss me off, bro. Stop talking shit about my goddamn network, man. It's starting to fucking irk me.
Some point today.
Put some
Is that still a thing?
on this almost 10-year
We're gonna
legacy
come
with the
right
fuck I
back
built.
and cut in and all that, and we're gonna get to these bars, all right?
We love hip hop. We love hip hop.
Yeah.
Fuck all y'all who got no fucking respect for what the fuck I do.
AKA B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Yeah.
We love hip hop.
AKA the falsetto finessing. Yeah. AKA Benjamin Button.
Let's
the
go,
flow
Benjamin
get fresh
Button.
with time. Come on. Look, the third world was our first home. Leave them appalled like my birthstone. My next closet all earth tones. Oluwatobi gotta work for him. I gotta show him how it hurts to him. Yeah, you know that God is the greatest. I was riding around in the city, I ain't playing, you seeing it all. Oh, cause they know that they pray for the fall, dog. And I know that I wait for the stars. Never sold my soul, I'm a soldier. Couldn't buy a winter coat, now I'm by coastal. You know how I get it? Left wrist, right wrist check. I ain't worried about a time limit. See, the balance of life is a Libra's motive. That's why I give out free game and keep composure. Yeah, we gon' make it. Rising up while the ceiling is dropping. The only ops in my doors, opportunity knocking. Look, snakes just rattle on, fakes just tag along. Do dirt with you, then Babylon to Babylon. Hate that I show y'all love and you can't respond. Lames just clogging up the lane without no hazards on, so I get my snapping on. Stones hanging on the lawn of glass houses. Niger boy, but he a dream like Elijah Wan. Young Libra showing signs of a goat, no Capricorn. Boss man like D-Lo. We know a stop turn pitching, the patois, the Creole. Lean close to me slow, I show you how the thing goes. The kin turn pick me, you get me, you talking my lingo. Wow, all my dogs wild like dingoes. Hate when you say that I'm hard on the cincho. Now I gotta stack my chips like a Pringle. Dorito came for the singles. We know the game's so cold, I gotta show them how the thing go. I was on the corner, so you know I had to get it though. Yeah, it's going down like a game of Plinko. Whoever got it, man, I sent yours. Cause he 8-5 Cinco. Came back on, I'm a sicko. Feeling like Michael in his prime. Anyone, Tyson, Jordan, Jackson. If you don't disagree, then you gon' have some. They call me Toby cause I'm back with it. I'm with Friday, Ricky Dread, we gon' snap with it.
That's me!
It's a whole new thing, so I'm going off the top of the brain cause I'm staying in my lane with it. Fuck the fame, I'm just here for the change with it. And I'm riding on the street without no transmission. Yeah, and I'm staying on my damn mission. Get the cross to your head like a damn Christian.
Let me tell you fucking niggas something, bro. Okay? Fuck a not doing no rants. I'm a fucking rant. Let me tell you niggas something. These rappers don't respect y'all like they respect me, bro. I don't give a fuck how much a narrative been going out there like, oh, these guys don't come to these guys don't come to We Love Hip Hop because, you know, Friday has some kind of demonic network over here. Fuck that shit. I talk to rappers every day, and they respect what the fuck I put down here. But you know who they are? The younger ones. The ones who are at least 10, 20 years younger than me. Because that's who the fuck I fucking respect. I respect the young generation because y'all have open minds, okay? I learned from the younger generations. Smitey did say he's coming through. And not publicly on the platform. He did that. We spoke behind the scenes. You know why? Because he's not a fake nigga who gets in his feelings about shit. Okay? All you old niggas, gray hair or dyed over, all you niggas are so fucking sensitive about shit that is about legacies that are years old, that you caused me to be in this fucking weird position. But I don't give a fuck because these niggas is mentioning me in their raps, bro. I played this whole thing. I'm not worried about a copyright. You know why? Because I recorded it. It's my content now. What the fuck? I'm not trying to hear this shit no more, bro. Put some respect on my fucking name. And I'm going into politics 4 years from now. Mark my words. Right now. What's the date? What's the date? August 21st, 2026. 4 years from now. I'm 51 now. At 55, I'm going into politics. And I'm running for mayor. Fuck it. I'm off. I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I'm not just going to willy-nilly do it. I'm going to prepare myself for the moment so that when it's time, I'll have campaign funding. But I'm going to fucking do it, and I'm going to fucking win. Fuck this shit. Anyhow. Let's get to some topics. Let me bring my list over. What we get into first. Oh, okay. Sorry, gang. You know, we started a little hot. I didn't expect to start hot, but like I told y'all, I'm upset. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah, let's get into this 1Hunnid stuff. Salute to 1Hunnid GGG. He has just been convicted of second-degree murder for something that went down in Edmonton years ago. There's a few different articles. Actually, there's something that popped up from Torontology Reddit. Let's pull up that link first. All right. Big salute to the Reddit. Let's pull up the Reddit post. These fucking weird-ass niggas, bro. If you have, and listen, I don't know, this post is not super positive towards him. They basically took one of top 5 story posts that he made on the day where when 1Hunnid was convicted. Right, you got Free the Gangster at 1Hunnid GGG. You know what it is for life. Emoji. This guy says here, if you have any type of love for the following people, 10K, 24, 100, Flipper, Century, or 21, have a good job. Have one job. Look out for your people. And then he goes into this long diatribe over here. I don't know what kind of relationship they're having with them, but everyone listed gave away their lives for their people. This is the truth. We've seen it. They like men who storm the beach of Normandy for the streets of Toronto. Your job ain't to get clout off the names or put them in harm's way. Your one job's put your hand down and hustle and do better, or put your head down and hustle and do better. When those people get to those phone calls and they want to hear their friends got married, their friends' lives lived. If they are real friends, their friends did their thing. If they're doing life and a motherfucking talking about so and so started a new war over IG or something stupid like that, you get packed next. Watch out. If you're free, your job is to do better. Some people won't have freedom for 20 plus. That's actually a really good message. I don't know who wrote that. He wrote a mouthful, but that was a pretty good message. I actually have, look out for your people, especially if your people are taking risks for you. Holy. And I don't think he's talking about top 5. I think he's just talking in general. So here's the article, and this is courtesy of the Edmonton Journal. Gunman in 2022 Edmonton mass shooting pleads guilty to second-degree murder. I guess this is the scene, the homicide scene. A gunman who fired 29 rounds at a busy nightclub 4 years ago has admitted to second-degree murder, giving himself a chance, but no guarantee in being released from prison earlier, said Ibrahim Saeed Ibrahim pleaded guilty Wednesday in Edmonton court in Kings Beach, admitting he was one of the shooters who killed and injured a 7 atrial at the 7 Atrial Lounge in 2022. It remains one of the city's most worst mass shootings. Hold on. Let me double check here. Because the name that they have here, Saeed Ibrahim. Give me a second, gang. Because when I was doing my searches or my little research before, and I didn't do crazy research, but I asked Google, what's 1Hunnid GGG's real name? Let's do that. And I got this. Legal name, primary moniker. I got like a Muhammad. Now I'm getting something else. Let's do this. Legal name. Yeah, that's what I got. Muhammad. All right, it takes me to a Genius, one of his songs. Is his name in the article? You know what? Let me fucking continue reading. I just don't want to waste my time reading an article that has nothing to do with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't have time to do all of the research. They're saying that the name over here is Muhammad. Okay, let's continue. It remains one of the city's worst mass shootings. Ibrahim was charged with first-degree murder, but pleaded guilty to a lesser charge with the consent of the Crown. Both charges carry mandatory life sentence, but differ in terms of parole eligibility. People convicted of first-degree murder, a planned deliberate homicide cannot apply for parole for at least 25 years, while second-degree murder carries a parole eligibility of 10 to 25. Ibrahim's sentencing, which will decide how long he must serve before applying for parole, was adjourned until the time after September 4th. Prosecutor Carrie, I'm not going to read her last name, said she and defense lawyer Akram Atia expect the present joint submission, meaning they agree on parole ineligibility periods, but she did not provide details. Ibrahim was part of a group of 5 that drove to Atrial Lounge, the address over here, just before 3 a.m. on March 2022, or March 12, 2022. The 4 shooters exited a red Ford Focus and walked just past the lounge, opening fire on his crowded patio. They fired 66 rounds in just 21 seconds, sending patrons scrambling for cover. 4 of the shots hit and killed 28-year-old Ebert George and a bystander leaving the bar with his wife and friends. 7 others were injured, some of whom required surgery to remove the damaged organs. Wow. 1 person inside the bar returned fire, narrowly missing another patron. Holy fuck. Ibrahim fired 29 rounds. Gang, am I on the right article? Let me see here. They're just calling him Ibrahim through this whole thing. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's just do a proper search here. Of course, his name's gonna pop up here. I think friggin', if I'm not mistaken, Six Tails might have did something on him. Let's check. Let's do some quick checking over here. Yes. This is like 3 years ago.
Too far, but that was nothing compared to what he would do next. Soon after the release of FTO, 1Hunnid, along with Driftwood rappers YG and J Neat, would take a friendly trip down to Regent Park and call out the ops, and the entire ordeal would be captured on an Instagram live stream. Regent and Driftwood have been at odds since Driftwood rapper 1Hunnid killed Regent Park rapper Smokey Dawg back in 2018. Since then, artists from both blocks.
Him.
And good evening. Edmonton's police chief revealed some new developments today in a shooting investigators believe is connected to gang violence. Tonight, 2 men face first-degree murder charges. Matt Woodman
say that approximately 70 rounds were fired into a crowd, and police have revealed for the first time that those who were shot were innocent bystanders. Superintendent Shane Perka describes this as one of the worst mass shootings in Edmonton history. One suspect is still at large.
This was a mass shooting, and this could have easily been 10 or 15 people killed in this incident. It was that violent, brazen, and random.
March 12th, 2022, one of Edmonton's worst mass shootings in recent years has just taken place. Edmonton police said officers were dispatched to Rexdale Lounge around 2:45 a.m. after reports that multiple shots were fired. Upon arrival, officers witnessed a horrific scene. Around 60 to 70 bullet casings were scattered on the ground, along with 7 injured victims. Edmonton police reported that all 7 people were innocent bystanders, including 28-year-old Bert George, who later died in hospital. Soon after the horrific incident, Air 1, Edmonton Police's highly advanced helicopter, was in the area as the incident was happening, and were able to chase one of the 2 suspect vehicles. During the chase, Air 1 reported the suspects began discarding firearms out the passenger window, which were later recovered by K9s. After at least one failed attempt at making the car stop, police eventually stopped the vehicle, and the people inside tried to run away, but in the end, they were caught. Edmonton police then announced 22-year-old Mohammed, aka 1Hunnid, was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and multiple firearms offenses, while Saad Osman, aka Styles, was placed 5th on Canada's most wanted list, and on top of that, they added a $50K reward. Not much is known about Styles, but rumors have swirled that he is possibly another one of 1Hunnid's cousins, and judging by their social media posts, this may be true.
Hold on. Yo, gang, 1 second. Look at this, look at it.
Come on, we outside, man. GGG everything, man. Come on, man. Yo, listen, Friday.
Talk to me.
They got all my artists for life. Now, you do the math, man. If we weren't some serious people, they try to give me life, and I beat it. I was innocent.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. So
you posted the 2 posts, and they ran that up on Reddit. That's where I found it, right? Like, fuck, bro. How did you feel when you seen that, bro? When you seen the thing, bro? The conviction.
It's fucked up, but it's fucked up. You know what I mean? Look what they try to do to me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They try to send me away for a long time. So it's like, it's fucked, but it's like, I came out, all my homies are in jail. You know what I mean? All of them. Yeah. And it's not like they're getting 2-3 years. They're getting life sentences. You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck. I gotta just like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You gotta just keep going. You feel me? Hopefully they get their appeal and hopefully they get out. You know what I'm saying? But it's fucked up, though.
Yeah.
You come to my court dates when they're trying to give me... You, out of every podcaster, every fucking rapper, even my rap friends, you showed up to court. They didn't. I should be giving you millions of dollars. I'm just being honest. I should give you... Yo, they can't see my face, right? They can't see my face, right?
No.
Bro, we're really rich, so how can you kick me out when we have houses or pools? Rich.
Fam, chat, if y'all can see the pool, they're large up, bro.
So it's like, bro, let me show you something while we're on stream. Just don't say, I'm going to show you something, you're going to die.
Okay. Holy. Sorry, chat. I can't tell y'all what go on here, fam. It's a little bit too. You're muted. You're muted.
I couldn't hear you. What do you say?
So I was just telling the chat I can't show them what go on. This is too much. Oh, I lost him. Chat. Okay. Yo, I was saying I can't show the chat what go on. It's too much. Yeah. No, real shit.
You ain't gotta ask. I ain't gotta ask for nothing.
No, the real shit. Yo, listen, fam. I'm gonna hit you after the stream.
Yo, I might sit down with you this week and do an interview. Give you the first million view interview. You know what I mean?
Hey, say less, bro.
No trolling, no gimmicks. I'm gonna sit down and give you the real.
Hey, if you're down, I am ready, brother.
Oh man, shout out, we love hip hop. We're gonna do this now. Let's set it up, brother. Call me out the streets.
I will, brother. Bless. Yo, chat. Man's living the life, bro. He's living a life. Ask him when he's dropping music. I don't know to ask that because like I don't want to set him put out a date and then it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? But I have heard music. I'm not gonna act like I haven't heard music.
Big fucking goat. Yo, money boy. I put this fucking bag on these niggas' life, eh? These little fucking boys. These little fucking boys.
You 1Hunnid, you don't know, fam. We gotta shit on the ops on time.
Let me screenshot that one.
Let me go back to this article now that we know that I'm not reading just some willy-nilly bullshit. So, okay, we got this part. Another man dubbed Shooter 2 fled on foot after the shooting and never been identified. Saeed Osam absconded. What the fuck is this word? Absconded after being released on bail and is wanted on Canada-wide warrant. Oh, I know who they're talking about. I'm not going to pull up his shit. But I've seen him on the Bolo list that they have. Like they always post a Bolo list. So you with braids and stuff like that, they always show him on the Bolo list. Fantaccioni or whatever this shit is right here, there's some Italian ass name, said police linked Ibrahim to the shooting, and security footage and DNA cameras near the lounge showed the man in a black balaclava firing at the patio with a handgun containing an extended clip. The gun was later thrown in the front passenger window of a Ford where the balaclava containing Ibrahim's DNA was later located. The handgun, which contained an empty 32 round clip, also tested positive for Ibrahim's DNA. Holy fuck, they had him like cooked for that one, bro. DNA is the worst. Ibrahim remained in custody and appeared in the prisoner's docks wearing orange and black coveralls. Several members of George's family were also in the court and were expected to read victim impact statements at sentencing. Of those prosecuted so far, Muhaddin was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison with no chance of parole for 25 years, while Muhammad received 8 years in prison for manslaughter. Oh. Okay, so his name is in the article, like all the way at the end. Okay. Whew. Yo, the streets are crazy over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to act like it's the highest murder rate that we've ever had, but when the shit goes down, it goes down. And this is not even over here. This is over in Edmonton. You know what I'm saying? No, salute to Cool Guy 4942. Thank you for that right there. But same way, good that you mentioned that because it was good to pull up that Six Tails video for more reference. But yeah, man, this is what's going on. 100 GGG, convicted of second-degree murder. The Reddit's been Redditing. And yeah, salute to Top 5. So we got to speak to Top 5 and everything in this segment. So yeah, man, salute to all parties involved. And, you know, condolences to the family of the deceased. All right, we cannot not do that when we're doing one of these segments. Staying on the kind of a dark path, actually, there has been another trial for the second person who was accused of murdering Smokey Dawg. All right, this is courtesy of area code 416, where I saw the post. I saw it on Reddit too, but right here. Okay, salute to area 416. Trial begins for the second person in the murder of artist Smokey Dawg. The double murder trial has begun for a man accused of the 2018 Queen Street shooting that killed Toronto artist Smokey Dawg, whose real name was Javante Smart, and Ernest Cobra Prime Modiqui. You know what? I'm not going to read all of that. Let me pull up something because I found something earlier. Let's get through the ad here quick. Because you know they're going to hit us with an ad. Told you. All right. 2 pawns took out on King Street, shaking my head. Listen, fam, RIP to Smokey Dawg also, once again, because Smokey Dawg was one of the most also amazing artists besides like with the talent part, but one of the most prominent artists in the city at his time, and had the most potential to like really, really break the glass ceiling. In my opinion, he had already broken the glass ceiling, but he was going to be able to take it to another level. Let's go.
His identity is protected by the Youth Criminal Justice Act was only 16. The accused, whose identity is protected by the Youth Criminal Justice Act, was only 16 when Javante Smart, a.k.a. Smokey Dawg, was
y'all got to
murdered
turn
on
up the
Queen
volume
Street
on this.
in June
volume
2018. After the murder, he fled and was eventually arrested in Alberta in January 2025, 6.5 years later. Now 24 years old, he's being tried as a youth by judge alone. It was June 30th, 2018, when 21-year-old Javante Smart, also known as rap artist Smokey Dawg, and 28-year-old Ernest Modiqui, who worked with Smart in the music industry, were fatally shot on Queen Street just before 8 p.m. A woman who was an innocent bystander also suffered a gunshot wound to the lower leg. She survived. Abdul Kadir Handul, who was 22 at the time, was found guilty by a jury of 2 counts of second-degree murder and 1 count of aggravated assault in 2022. Now Handul's co-accused, who was only 16 at the time, is on trial for his role in the shooting. He has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder.
Sorry to stop the video. Gang, I completely, and RIP to Smokey Dawg and condolences to his family. I completely forgot that there was a second person on the scene. Like, when you see the video again, obviously there was more than one man's, and mans don't just travel by themselves. But at the time, even with the next person on the scene, he was a teenager at the time. That's crazy.
His lawyer told court on day 1 of the trial the youth has admitted to being present and was one of the shooters. His defense also concedes his client is guilty to the aggravated assault in relation to the innocent bystander.
Damn.
According to an agreed statement of fact, Smart and Handul got into a heated argument outside Cube nightclub where a Canada Day party was taking place, and Smart began shooting, causing the crowd to run. Handul and the youth, who were associates, both then fired shots towards Smart and Modiqui. 4 shell casings from Handul's .40 caliber handgun, a further 8 shell casings from the youth's .45 caliber handgun, and 6 shell casings from Smart's handgun were located on the ground. While it's a fact that Handul fired the shot in the head that killed Smart, it could not be determined who fired the shot that killed Modiqui. Court heard the bullet that struck the innocent bystander's leg was discharged from the youth's gun. Police located a .380 caliber handgun in Smart's pocket with an empty magazine. After watching a video compilation which captured the shooting, the youth's lawyer told the judge there will be no further evidence, and Crown and defense will go straight into closing submissions. The defense told the judge the issues he must consider is whether his client caused the deaths, whether he had the intent for murder given he was only 16, and whether or not he was provoked. Court has heard that the Crown will not be seeking an adult sentence if convicted. As for Handul, who was tried as an adult, he is now serving life in prison with no chance of parole for 20 years. Catherine McDonald, Global News.
Yes, this is true. This is true. I'm going to play 2 videos to actually bring this point home. One, I did a documentary on 1Hunnid. And they talked about that.
No, we rockin', man. What's gang?
Shout out to the bro. What you want right now? Anything you want. Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
1Hunnid was arrested in Burnaby, British Columbia.
The nightclub shooting, we did that.
Were left torn. About 2 weeks after the shooting, police issued an arrest warrant for 22-year-old A.W.O.L in connection with the murders. 1Hunnid went on the run, and a Canada-wide warrant was issued for his arrest, just like the one his older brother had years before. In August 2019, 21 was arrested in Burnaby, British Columbia. 3 years later, in July of 2022, he was sentenced to life in prison with eligibility of parole in 20 years, which means he may be home in 2042. Now, what have we learned?
So, also, I'm going to play, because they said that they're going to charge this individual who they're concealing his name because of the Youth Justice Act. They're going to give him, they're going to try him as a youth, right? They're not going to try him as an adult. So 21 Neat got 25 years, actually. So he got life. And you know what? It's right here. It's in my documentary. I'm going to just play a part where it explains the Youth Justice Act. Because with the Youth Justice Act, the max that they can sentence this individual with for the murder of Smokey Dawg, if he's convicted, okay, remember, this is the trial that's going on right now. But if he's convicted, the max that they can charge him with right now is 10 years. How do y'all feel about that? Okay, you know what I should do? I'll play this, and I'm going to start a poll.
In Alberta.
This video is dropping tomorrow. I need to timestamp it tonight, and it's dropping tomorrow at 7 p.m.
In July 2026, the Ontario Superior Court imposed the maximum youth sentence for terror,
right here,
violence, and a year. Plea meant Eleanor Downey's family would not have to relive this.
Accessed a video titled, "Is Reverse Grip Good for Stabbing Down?" Access 15 videos about how to tell if you're a psychopath or a sociopath. Searched How Serial Killers Got Away on YouTube twice. Accessed a 4-hour video called The Most Sadistic Serial Killers of All Time. And accessed 6 videos about serial killer Ted Bundy.
Another troubling fact emerged during the sentencing. The teenager had reportedly been suspended from school a day before the murder after bringing a knife onto school property. The court heard he had increasing absenteeism and was facing possible expulsion. Rather than proceeding to a lengthy trial, the teenager pleaded guilty to first-degree murder. The plea meant Eleanor Downey's family would not have to relive the events due to weeks of courtroom testimony. Even so, the sentencing hearing painted a disturbing picture of planning, violence, and a young offender whose future would now be defined by one horrific act. Even with the guilty plea, this remained one of the most serious homicide cases in Ontario history. In July 2026, the Ontario Superior Court imposed the maximum youth sentence permitted under Canadian law. The sentence tolerated 10 years. After credit for time served, approximately 5 years remained in custody, followed by years of community supervision.
Earlier this year, he pled guilty to first-degree murder. In her sentencing decision, Justice Lisa Wanamaker agreed with a Crown and defense proposal for the maximum sentence under Canadian youth law. 6 years in custody at a facility and 4 years under a supervised intensive community release order. He received credit for the months he's already served.
So he and I'm going to explain it right here in this piece. This individual who stabbed this old lady in Pickering, R.I.P. to Eleanor Downey, he stabbed this old lady in Pickering. They said it was premeditated because he had like internet searches and all types of things going on. But because he was a teen, one, they had to conceal his identity. And two, the max they can give him is 10 years. He already served 5 years inside so far, I guess, while waiting for this trial and everything like that. So his pretrial custody has already counted towards, I think he might have to do like another year or something now that he's sentenced. And then he's going to get his suspended sentence where he's back on road for the next 5 years of his sentence. Hopefully doesn't reoffend, okay? But the max that they could give him is 10 years, and they tried him as a teen. This guy stabbed the old lady, just like he went into the backyard, seen the old lady just there doing her gardening, had a quick conversation with her, and then went into his briefcase and then went at her, fam. The lady tried to run away, and the man chased her down. He's searching up how to freaking get away with murder. 10 years. They didn't try it. They're like, his full frontal cortex isn't developed. He does not, he does not know what he does. You know what I'm saying? He's not completely able to take accountability. All these things come into play when they're in the courtroom.
Many Canadians, the sentence sparked debate. How could somebody convicted of first-degree murder receive what appeared to be a much shorter sentence than an adult? The answer lies in Canada's Youth Criminal Justice Act. The legislation placed rehabilitation at the center of the youth sentencing. Even in the most serious cases, judges must weigh both accountability and the possibility that the young offender can eventually be rehabilitated.
I don't mean to laugh because I know that they have some kind of thought process towards it. But when I hear about heinous crimes, I'm like, okay, but does that count for him? He stabbed an old lady, brother. So when I bring it back full circle to something like, and I'm not gonna play this because go check it out tomorrow when it drops. When it comes to the Smoke Dawg shooting, like, bruh, should he be tried as an adult? Did he have his full, or not the full frontal cortex, but his wherewithal to know that this wasn't the right thing to do? You know, I think we kind of know, and I'm not saying that I want him to or not. I'm not giving my opinion right now. I'll probably give my opinion in this, but at the same time, like, bruh, I kind of knew right from wrong before I was a teenager. A lie? Gang, around what age did you guys know what right from wrong is? Okay, like real shit. I'm talking about like infancy age. Like when you knew, okay, if I go and, you know, there's some food that's supposed to be there that is not, you're not supposed to eat that yet. And then you go put your little dirty, grubby kid hands in there and you take the food out. It's supposed to be for some kind of party or whatever that your mom Dukes has going on. And you know that you're not supposed to touch the shit, but you touch it anyway. And then if she catches you, you're going to get slapped. Okay? This is knowing that's the wrong thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. But you're a kid. But at least you still knew that this is wrong. So can you guys give me so, you know, I don't know if that's enough information for you guys to judge. What age were you able to decipher right from wrong? Let me know in the chat, please. Right? Black Pony said you still do that, right? Don't touch that. I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Oh, John Crow, you said 3. Is that 3 in the chat because of the 1 or 2s? Or is it from 3 years old you knew what right from wrong? Okay, I just want to get a gauge of different people's, you know, timeline of when they when they started figuring out right from wrong. Please chat. You know what I'm saying? Indulge me. Let me know. When did you start knowing, okay, this is the wrong thing to do? It could have even been like preteens or tweens time. You know what I'm saying? You're like 12 years old and fam, I was stealing from like, I would say probably 13, 14 years old. Like petty theft, you know, corner store shit. So I knew I was doing wrong because I can get arrested for the shit. You know what I'm saying? Kindergarten, I'm not sure, fam. And for you, thank you. If that's for you, great. Great self-awareness. But I remember me, myself in kindergarten, and maybe, I guess, he'll remember this, okay? I must tell a back-in-the-day story. And I went to kindergarten at 4 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And I was walking into the school. I was about to walk into the school. I seen my homeboy. All right, big salute to Edward. Sorry, I got to ball out your name, homie. I got to tell this story. All right, but he's not no gangster or anything like that. Good man. He's sitting on the steps there right in front of the door for the school. I walked up to that little dude, my little 4-year-old self, and I fucking kicked the shit out of his nose. Just bow, kicked him in the fucking nose. Blood coming out of his fucking nose. Oh, shit. He starts bawling. Ah! Right? Teacher's running. What the hell? I don't know why I did it, fam. He probably remembers. I remember that shit. I was like 4. I might have been 5, fam. Kicked the shit out of that nigga nose, bro. Little Filipino nigga, bro. I don't know why I did it. Okay? Can I tell you if I knew right from wrong at that point in time? I don't know, fam. You know what I'm saying? But I did it. I don't know if I knew right from wrong when I did that, because it's like everybody just started spazzing out. That's a sick story now. I might need to go get some therapy, fam. That was fucked up thing to do to that dude. All right, I'm sorry, bro. Bro, if you ever see this, because he probably don't like be watching this type of shit, right? But one of the homies might show it to him, okay? I wasn't shit for 4 years old. Oh man. Woo. Like a soccer kick too, not like a light, it was like a follow through. Woof! I could have damaged that nigga's nose, bro. We had like softer bones when you're a kid. I'm sorry, Eddie. Holy fuck. But I didn't know why I did it. That's the point. Okay, we're getting to the right and wrong thing, okay? Let me not get too sidetracked. I don't know why I did it. So I don't think I knew right from wrong when I was going into kindergarten or pre-K or wherever the fuck it was that time. Okay? I just did it. I felt like it. Right? The moment felt like it needed to be there. The nose looked like it needed to be kicked. All right? But if I knew that was the wrong thing to do, would I do it anyway? I don't know. Maybe. But this is my recollection. I could remember that, but I don't remember knowing if it was wrong. Okay? So let me know in the comments. I can't believe I told that fucking story. Let me know in the comments. 5-year-olds when I got my first beats. Right? That's when some beatings will let you learn you something. I probably got beats when I got home, but I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? But I still don't remember if I realized if I was wrong for the shit. I realized when I got older, like, that was wrong, nigga. You could have deformed that nigga's face. But at the time, I didn't know if I was wrong. Okay? So anyhow, I take all of that long road to tell y'all, when you're like 15, 16, you know what the fuck is right and wrong. Let's not play games, bro. This is why I hate this fucking country, bro. Let's stop play games, bro. We gotta stop acting like a 15-year-old don't know what going. Oh, I didn't know that guns kill people. I didn't know if I stab a lady a bunch of times that she might die. Yes, you did, you little fucking demon. Go sit under a fucking jail. What the hell? Are these guys playing in our face? Give them big man time. You guys can go pick up a gun. You know how much guns cost? They're thousands of dollars in Canada. So if you could afford to have one on your person, go sit down and do 25 fucking years. Come home when you're in your 30s. You're lucky that you were a teenager when you shot the nigga. I don't got sympathy for these niggas, bro. What the fuck? I wrote a whole documentary on him, on like 4 different fucking killers. No sympathy. No. Lock them up. If you killed somebody, go to jail, bro. You're taking somebody away from their family. Fucking pieces of shit. Come on, bro. Niggas is taking people off of the earth and then coming home in like 5-6 years just because what? You were 15 years old? So what? When you were probably stealing and fucking gal from the time you were 11. Go hold a fucking cell with a big man. Blame the system for what, cool guy? Let me know. Because I could blame the system for like them letting them niggas out too fucking early, so then mans don't feel no way. You know what's going to happen if they give this guy a 10-year sentence? And listen, there's going to be people from their camp who's going to be like, yo, why are you wishing jail on the man them? He killed somebody. Okay, we don't have to argue about that. All right? So don't even DM me. But I think he should get big man time. All right? That's just my opinion. You take people off the earth, you get big man time. I don't care if I was 14 at the time. The reason that you were 14 is because the big mans know that you're only going to get baby time, so you'll be right back to be their shooter at 20-something years old. You think they don't know that? You fucking stupid idiots in the courtroom? This is why I need to be the fucking mayor. Premier. You guys don't think they know that, bro? You don't think the gangsters know? Okay, I'm going to bring my little 17-year-old. They call them, my young boys. You don't think they call them young boys for a reason, because they're young. And you're only gonna give them 10 years, so they'll be back to be their little bit older shooters. So if I know that, and I'm not a fucking genius, how the fuck you guys who make these laws don't know that? Am I wrong, gang? Like, they know that, like, the only reason that it's a 16-year-old that you're running with is because you know that the system is lax, and they might not even give him 10 years. They might just let him out at the same time. But if you give him 25 years, he might not want to go on the mission with you. I'm sorry, fam. Niggas might be like, oh, you're a rat, you're a fed. Okay. I just don't like when people die. How about that? If that makes me a rat or a fed, then that's what I'll be then. But I just don't like when people are at funerals crying for their family members. I don't like that. It's sad. So you guys can call me whatever the fuck you want. Give them 25 years, life. And give the time to the fucking guys who recruited them too. Facts. You weren't there? Oh, well, so what? Rico them niggas. If you're sending out young people to go do your murders, then you should get the same time as them. This is what I'm on. If niggas don't want to come to my podcast because of those takes, then guess what? Then I guess you're just not coming to my podcast. Sorry. Anyhow, R.I.P. to Smoke Dawg. R.I.P. to Cobra Prime. Okay? And hold your head to them young men that are about to go through time. Okay? But do better. Please, do better in life. Every individual, all y'all niggas from all the different hoods who were like killing is the way to go to get my issues resolved. Like, I'm not saying free to man them, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Anyhow, y'all thought I was going to say free to man them, right? No, I'm not doing that, bro. Niggas don't have to like me, fam. But they got to respect me. Anyhow, what do we else? Okay, let's get to some good news. I had posted something on my Instagram page. Actually, you know what? Let me go to my Twitter for it. All right, follow me on Twitter. All right. I posted this, and I'm probably going to get a copyright for this. It's going to be a big copyright. Hold on. Friday, what's your opinions on labels pushing murder music then? You think they give a fuck about us, bro? It's for us to be able to get what we need to get inside of that infrastructure, and know that they don't care about us. All right, let me answer that question for real. Like, yeah, we know that the powers that be who run these record companies don't care if we live or die. They actually sometimes rather us die so that they can benefit off of us and not have to split everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you know that already, get what you can get. Start investing in businesses outside of the music industry, and then feed your family. And just know that the people who are helping you to get to your dreams, they don't really care about you. You're just numbers on a board. And if you don't succeed, they'll stop answering your phone calls. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people are just afraid to live in reality when it comes to this shit. And it's not just music industry, just life, period, fam. If you're not useful, then you're useless. You know what I'm saying? If you're not able to be used, then you're useless. Okay? But you have to know that at some point in time, somebody's going to be using you for something, and you're probably going to be using somebody else. But it's not even in a malicious way. We're living in a communal society. We need each other. You know what I'm saying? The best thing, but we're trying to do the best to not fuck each other over while using each other's resources. You know what I'm saying? That's when things get nasty. So, yeah, that's the long form answer to that. Back to this. The reason I'm playing it from Akademiks' page is because Akademiks is at a war, or in a war with everybody on the other side. All right, so let's line up all the players in this war here, because I've been watching it from the outside. I've been seeing all of these different posts over the last few days. Ak's been going live multiple times, breaking different news stories, and I'm like, yo, I need to get in there. I need to find out what's going on, right? But I'm here in the Toronto scene. I'm trying to make sure that we service Wagwan over here in Toronto. But let's go through the players. We got Akademiks. All right, and y'all can help me in the chat too. We got Akademiks, we got What's the Dirt, and these are our allies. Okay, who else is on the quote unquote Drake side or a new media side? Can we put like Poetic Flocko in that category, or is he kind of like in between? Like sometimes he supports the West Coast, sometimes he supports the quote unquote Drake Nation. All right, let me know. I know on the other side we have Justin Hunt. Salute to Justin Hunt. The streamers, of course, all right. J. Roebuck. Definitely J. Roebuck. Yes, salute to J. Roebuck. We love hip-hop alumni. All right. Maul. Rory, not so much. Rory is very objective. You know what I'm saying? Rory is like, I'll put him more in the category with me, where sometimes they get pissed at us and sometimes no. But Maul, 100 toes down. Like, nah, bro, you can't say nothing against Drake. Helping to push the pro-Drake narrative. Okay, so I think we got some good names in there. All right. Aiden Ross. Who else on the streamer side? Ben the Don, obviously. Now, who's on the other side? All right. The quote-unquote Rocnation supporters, quote-unquote West Coast Avengers. Who's on the other side? You say Joe Budden plays both sides? Yeah, but I would put him more on the Rocnation side. Like, when and even like, Akademiks had a whole rant. Let me see. Let me put this part in the freestyle. I have a whole bunch of links, but I just want to, Akademiks, journalism. Let's do that. Journalism. Charlemagne the God. All right, don't forget Wayno. Funk Flex, I don't know where he stands. All right. Akademiks reacts to Mark Lamont's response to Joe Budden podcast and doubles down on new media. I want to get to the original one. Oh, fam, there's so much beefs happening here, fam. Pause.
I'm telling you, they're bad at their job. Let's talk. You hate them. You know why? Because I'm telling you, they're bad at their job. Let's talk. You say you're the journalist. You trying to argue with me. You supposed to have facts. Nigga, you don't got no facts. You a lazy piece of shit. Let me show you. Let me show you why you a lazy piece of shit. I got 100,000, nigga. You probably need it. I got 100,000 if you show me. Because you about to say some shit. You just lying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all journalists don't know nothing. Y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. You catch Act talking about the Dirt case, about the Melly case, about anything that I'm talking about, nigga, I know it back and front. Nigga, I'm invested in this shit, nigga. I know it back and front. You niggas just yap your mouth. You don't know nothing. So let me go to one lie that you said off the rip. And I got 100,000 if you can find proof of it, but you a journalist, so you should find proof. But you can't. You're just a lying ass nigga who literally cosplay like a journalist, and that's why I had to put your ass in check, nigga. Change your diaper, nigga.
Oh.
I had to put your ass in check this week.
Act. Hold on. Brother. It's too much fire, brother. Calm down. You know what? Keep going.
He's home, nigga. Fuck out of here. I had to put your little ass in check. Shut the fuck up, nigga. When it comes to me and you, nigga, you look one way, it's up.
I would need more of these rants, fam. As a many rant haver. Let me get some more Akademiks rants. Just the Akademiks response to Glasses Malone questioning his journalism. Let's go.
Two things can be true. What he's saying is slightly true, but not all the way true.
Media war.
If you ask me for my opinion on Kendrick Lamar and a song that he dropped, or you ask me for my opinion on why.
Actually, no, not this one yet. I'm going to save that one. 1 second, chat. Let's bring this over here. Fam, I'm intrigued. I'm there watching from the outside. Maybe 2 years ago, I might have jumped into this. I jumped on a Spaces somewhere. We're like, Drake's the GOAT. But, like, I'm trying to stay back on this Toronto shit, fam. Akademiks. Lauren. He went off on Lauren DeRosa too, bro. I was like, Lauren too? Yeah.
The lawyers in the world, but now he has to disclose who's paying for this. How you paying for this shit? Let's click on it and see what's up.
So, okay. Just reporting on this on the timeline. If y'all missed my stream, Lauren LaRosa, Mark Lamont Hill, don't let me out journalist, y'all. I expect y'all to do your due diligence or not. Rob Markman, you still a journalist or just a Drake hater? So he had found some information about the lawsuit that was going on against Drake, Aiden Ross, and Akademiks and Stake. Now, this lawsuit was a class action lawsuit that was filed amongst a multitude of people, and they found out that all of these people knew each other. Not only did they know each other, but the lawyers that they were getting were high-priced lawyers. And the people that we're talking about some ghetto-ass niggas with some high-priced lawyers. How the fuck do you afford that? Who knows? Ak knows. He went and found out. And he went and found out that the same legal team that they used had been used at one point in time by Desiree Perez and Rocnation. And this is why he mad.
Okay. Cost 20 cents. I'll take it. Let's look at it. All right. Plaintiff has entered into a litigation funding agreement with Polig LLC, the funder. It's a New York limited liability company with the principal address at 477 Madison Avenue, New York, New York. Funder was organized under the laws of New York. Here's this. The funder does not process, and its approval is not required for any litigation or settlement decision in this action. The plaintiff and his counsel retain exclusive authority over and control over the strategy, prosecution, resolution, and settlement of this matter. Here's the thing. Nature of financial interest. They have to disclose this. See, Charlamagne, this is what's a proper disclosure is, brother. This is how you properly disclose, okay? They have to do this because we're in court. We're not in AI land no more. The funder provided plaintiff with a forgivable loan. Oh, wow. Chat, have you got a forgivable loan? They have given the plaintiff a forgivable loan. Oh, my God. A forgivable loan. It's a forgivable loan.
Yo, he's so fucking... Yo, I know he's performing too, but like he's so shocked too, man. Like a forgivable loan? Yeah. You don't know what that is, right? Like, don't worry about it, man. If you default on it, we're not going to charge you extra interest and all that type of shit. It's forgivable. We'll forgive you.
In order to pay legal fees. So this funder has provided plaintiff with a forgivable loan in order to pay legal fees. Repayment is only contingent upon the result of this litigation, with repayment happening only upon and if the recovery exceeds the amount of the loan. So we don't even know the amount of the loan. With such repayment on a contingency basis. A forgivable loan. That's good. You know how many people I would sue if I had a forgivable loan? Wow. And the only way you got to pay it is if you get money exceeding the loan. Who the hell would do this? Well, we go back up. And the funder Their name is Insight Partner. I don't know. Let's just put Rocnation. I don't know. Fuck it.
Rocnation.
I don't know. Maybe we're manic. Oh. Inside.
Hold on. Let me stop the video for a second. My bad, gang. Good comment right there, Blue Jays Fitted. Aren't journalists supposed to be impartial? That means Ak isn't a journalist either. Yeah. He could, like, okay, journalists they're supposed to be impartial. Most aren't, but it doesn't mean they can't call themselves journalists if they're doing actual journalism. But you're going to be a biased journalist. You know what I'm saying? So I won't say that Ak isn't a journalist because he's broken a lot of stories. He's freaking played songs in real time, like broken the songs. Like he does his due diligence. He's reading through hundreds of pages of paperwork that I ain't trying to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why when people call me the J word, I'm like, nah, chill, B. I'm just giving my opinion. But Ak calls himself a journalist. But is he a biased journalist? Yeah. You know I fuck with you, Ak. But you're a biased-ass journalist. I'm not saying that if Drake had some dirt, you're not going to pull it up. But you're not going to have the same vitriol.
Partners in Rocnation both participated as co-investors in a major $325 million funded from Michael Rubin's digital sports platform and merchandising giant Fanatics, which boosted the company's valuation to $18 billion.
Just got to keep it real.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh.
Rocnation.
Jay-Z and Rocnation invested Michael Rubin's Fanatics, now valued at $18 billion. This was a funding round that closed at $325 million. Major investments came from Jay-Z, Rocnation, MLB, SoftBank, Silver Lake, Elridge, TWG, and Insight Partners.
Rocnation.
The same Insight Partners that seems to be behind the company funding the lawsuit in a forgivable loan. Let me get this straight. So Insight Partners is funding a litigation against Drake, me, Steak, Aiden Ross, Grand Wizard through Polig LLC. They claim it's a forgivable loan. The other time we see them do anything, they're connected to Jay-Z in investing in Fanatics. Didn't I tell you about Fanatics Sportsbook? Didn't I tell you that there's gambling? Didn't What's the Dirt connect all of the groups that Fanatics is actually associated with that is supposedly anti-stake?
He did.
Huh. So one of the major partners that's partnered with Jay and Rocnation for Fanatics is essentially behind the funding of a lawsuit with me, Drake, Aiden Ross, and Steak.
Yep.
Yeah, that got nothing to do with Jay. Yep. Yep. Got nothing to do with Jay.
Nothing.
Nigga, it's clear as day. Chat, it's fucking clear as day. It is clear as fucking day.
No, Ak, you're manic. You're manic, Ak. Stop having these delusions, these grand delusions about Rocnation and all of these people having some kind of personal vendetta against you and other content creators and, you know, copyright strikes and stuff like that. You're manic.
Let me look it up for you one more fucking time.
One more time.
2 days ago, the nigga who's suing me and Steak and Drake literally had to divulge who is funding all of these big lawyers that they're getting. And we also see Impressa Legal Group who was with suing in another state. They literally said the funder is Polig LLC.
This nigga leaned into the P. Polic LLC.
Polic LLC, one of their biggest investors through seemingly its founder, is Insights. Okay? Is Insights, what is it? Insights Media or something? What is it called? Insight Partners. Just Google it.
This is deep.
Who are the investors in Polic LLC? Who are the investors? Okay. By the way, it's gonna connect to this real thing because remember the Polic guy, his name is Tamir Polic, so he's the guy. That's his company. Okay, so Polic LLC is this Tamir Polic guy, right? All you got to do, Insights Partners, Tamir Polic. Search that up.
Is this not journalism? He's about to spaz out.
This is 2020.
He's going to spaz out on the journalist just
$20 million gets put in by Insight Partners. They're all in the same shit, bro. Then Insight Partners go in for Fanatics.
Got his keyboard right next to
It says it on the website. Insight Partners. Insight Partners. Remember, Polic LLC funded by Insight Partners. Remember, it said Polic LLC, it's getting money from Insight Partners. Insight Partners partnered with Fanatics, the market leader for sports merchandise of a technology, I wonder if this is coincidence.
You're manic, brother.
Don't hold your breath. Lauren LaRosa won't even look this way. Nor what's his name? Mark Lamont? Yeah. What's the dirt? I'll be looking for the next episode. Trap Lil Ross, I'll be looking for the next episode. Flacco, I know you're going to have a good time with this one. Chad, they say, yo, you can't find out who's funded. Like, who's after you act? Well, I think we just found it. We found out who's funding it, right? We found out who's funding it. But just remember, some niggas getting funded by a forgivable loan by this company. And this company seems to be linked to this company. And this company has business with this company. And this company, we all know their lapdog is this guy. And that's their boss.
Rocnation.
I think that's pretty much, we solved the case. Okay? I'm going to go over it one more time.
Is a man.
The lawsuit in Jersey got sent to federal court. Everybody has to make disclosures. The plaintiff just disclosed that they're being funded by this company. It's a forgivable loan, which means they don't got to pay it back. This company is owned by...
Wait, if you don't got to pay it back, that's not a loan. That's a grant. They got a grant to do a lawsuit. That's crazy.
This guy. It's owned by this guy. Okay? Let me look at his page to see if I see any bullshit. You never know. Like, sometimes you be sitting there. You might be with Desiree, too. You never know. You never know with this shit.
My God, Dub, too. That's my man.
See? Listen, brother.
You want to know exactly how I'm feeling? Yes, sir.
How you
I
feeling,
just
man?
stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen.
Talk,
you want to know
Sunstar.
how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call.
Talk.
Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rocnation, including you, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it.
Amen. Let's go back to Twitter. Because, you know what? Before I go to Twitter, I'll open up Twitter right now real quick. Real quick. No titties, please. No titties, please. Let's go. The point of contention. What's the dirt? My Canadian brother. 125,000 views on the re-upload. Let's go. Untangling Jay-Z's evil plan to destroy
Drake.
Right, I'm not going to play it.
On my content, I've started a Patreon where you can watch the full on.
But this whole thing with the lawsuit, it might be like one of the most replayed parts. It is. Right? They're talking about the lawsuit and who are these people, and then the video starts moving around. Let me throw a like on that because I watched the original, so I didn't get to throw a like on this one. Like that. I like that, man. I like that. Okay? This video right here got people having to face their journalism. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, some points were made. Shit is moving around. It's getting clipped. They're saying, oh, all of these guys, all these family members all know each other. Oh, my God. They all got a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit by a freaking company, and then Act goes and doubles back and goes and does a little bit more research after, and then next thing you know, oh, it's Rocnation who's behind it all. Act is not so manic as people think. What's the dirt isn't just doing Google searches and, you know, just coming up with a whole bunch of theories, as they like to put on the man. So now, when he comes up with information like this, niggas got to be like, it puts everybody in the hot seat. Of course, Act, Poetic Flacco, myself, Jay Roebuck, everybody going to be like, yo, see, look at this. What about this? This is kind of weird. But everybody on the quote-unquote other side, they're going to be like, what are you talking about? Rocnation didn't do nothing else. Why do I even need to cover that shit anyway? Who cares? That's y'all mission. All right, let's go to Rob Markman. Two bullies fight each other. What's the problem, Friday? Listen, fam, I just want everybody to keep it a hundo. What was this, from the 17th? I think this is the first one.
This is about y'all.
Let's go, Mark.
This ain't even about me, right? It is about you. This is about y'all who watching. This is about y'all. The guy who lies to you, who will come up with the nastiest takes, who will hire clippers to spread it across the internet to manipulate whatever he wants you to believe. The guy who doesn't present an ounce of objectivity. The guy who created Akademiks TV and lets that account do his dirty work, dropping the most vile, nasty shit, just actively attacking folks. That's the guy saying, okay, where's the journalism now? Hey, we need the facts here now. Now the facts are on point. But it's not about facts, and it's never been about facts. It's about what story he can tell that benefits him and diminishes anyone who he believes is opposed to him. Did that remind you of someone? His Uncle Trump? Seriously, he calls him Uncle Trump. He's called him Uncle Trump. It feels like right out of that playbook, right? And his tweet, I mean, it wasn't serious. It's not about him wanting me or Lauren or Mark to report on whatever it is he's talking about right now, right?
Don't worry about
need
that.
Me for that. He don't need Lauren for that. He don't need Mark for that. He has a bunch of clippers that he pays to do that. These days, the game isn't about the truth. Sadly. It's about if you can get the internet. And when I say the internet, if it ain't real people, then it's bots. But the internet in total, because they say 50% of internet activity is botted anyway. The game is if you could get the internet to repeat your bullshit long enough till it becomes the truth, till it appears to be the truth. That's really the name of the game. It's him saying, look at how much of a victim I am. Rocnation is out to get me, y'all. Little old me who never bothers anybody.
See, listen, and I like Rob Markman, man. He's like from my quick interactions with him, he seems like a cool dude. But I don't like that, man. He made some points, but it's just very disingenuous. So it's like, oh, you know, Rocnation's against you and you want us to report on it like we care about what's happening to you, buddy. Fuck what's going on with you, bro. We got other things to worry about. Why don't you just answer the question? What do you think about those, the class action lawsuit being filed by a legal company that's also in bed with Rocnation? Just give us your thoughts on that and keep it moving, fam. You know what I'm saying? You could even shit on Ak at the same time. Do both. Two things can happen. You could be like, I don't like Akademiks. He's a fuck ass nigga. We don't like his clippers. We don't like that Asian nigga over there in Australia. But I also don't like what's happening over there, what I'm finding out from these videos. You can do both. No? Am I wrong, gang? I feel like they both, we're using cameras, mics, like you could just record both. You put it in the same video. So
what is
responded.
What do you require from both?
Oh, no. This is the Mark Lamont Hill post. Let me get Akademiks Rob Markman. Let's do that. Is Akademiks compromised? He has a fucking OVO chain. Yes, he's compromised. But is he pulling back the curtain? Also, yes. I'm just saying. Two things can be true. Akademiks reveals Drake's message after seeing a clip from him going off on Rob Markman, saying he was dying laughing. Nah. Oh, right here.
At their job. Let's talk. You say you're the journalist. You trying to argue with me. You supposed to have facts. Nigga, you don't got no facts. You will hate them. You know why? Because I'm telling you they're bad at their job. Let's talk. You say you're the journalist. You trying to argue with me. You supposed to have facts. Nigga, you don't got no facts. You a lazy piece of shit.
Oh,
let me show you. Let me show you why you a lazy piece of shit. I got 100,000, nigga. You probably need it. I got 100,000 if you show me. Because you about to say some shit. You just lying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all journalists don't know nothing. Y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. You catch Act talking about the Dirk case, about the Melly case, about anything that I'm talking about, nigga, I know back and front. Nigga, I'm invested in this shit, nigga. I know back and front. You niggas just yap your mouth. You don't know nothing. So let me go to one lie that you said off the rip. And I got 100,000 if you can find proof of it, but you a journalist, so you should find proof. But you can't. You're just a lying ass nigga who literally cosplay like a journalist, and that's why I had to put your ass in check, nigga. Change your diaper, nigga. I had to put your ass in check this week. Daddy's home, nigga. Fuck out of here. I had to put your little ass in check. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Jesus Christ, brother.
When it comes to me and you, nigga, you look one way, it's up.
So I'm going to play Mark Lamont Hill's response here. Let's do that. Let's listen to Mark Lamont Hill, because that's one of my favorite creators, too. Let's do that. Mark Lamont. I'm trying to get my cat to shut the fuck up, man. Like, nigga just yapping, bro. Shut up, nigga.
Yo, Ak, who the fuck you think? Yo, Ak, who the fuck you think you talking to, nigga? Hold up for a minute now. We too. Enough. Yo, watch your fucking mouth when you speak about a good doctor. We're too peaceful. We ain't taking that shit.
He know what he really said.
We ain't taking that shit.
You know what he mean, nigga. You just trying, you find a way. All right, yeah, you're not, but you know what he's saying. Address what he's saying. He's saying you started to address it. You don't.
Yeah,
you
don't feel like the Rocnation versus Drake is important enough for you to cover. Let them cover it.
It's important for us to talk about, but I don't. The amount of energy it takes. Think about what Pablo Torre does with the Clippers, right?
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does.
Or think about anybody that does anything investigative. That takes time, energy, resources. If I go through all of that and it turns out that Rocnation has a axe to grind against Drake and they're fucking up his career, undermining him, I don't feel like that would be a good use of my time. Do I think that's true? Yeah. I watched that. What's that thing called?
That's not a good use of his time, the man said. And I fuck with you, Mark Lamont, but bruv, you're on the biggest hip hop podcast out, period. It's not a good use of his time, the man said.
That Rocnation has a axe to grind against Drake and they're fucking up his career, undermining him. I don't feel like that would be a good use of my time. Do I think that's true? Yeah. I watched that. What's that thing called?
What's the Dirt?
What's the Dirt? Because people say,
oh, you know what it's called, brother. Don't do that, man.
I was ducking. I wasn't ducking. I'm busy. Like I got other things to do. I write books. I read. That just isn't something. I'm not interested in it. You know why? Because I think it's probably true. Like I don't. It's not that I'm ducking it or I'm afraid. Yes. Do I?
I'm not interested because I think it's probably true. You just exposed yourself, brother. I'm not interested because I think it's probably true. That's the main reason why you should be interested. You're a fucking journalist. And then he's going to be like, and listen, I knew when I was listening to this in real time that he was going to run to, I don't do hip hop anymore. Listen, gang.
I think Rocnation has the power to fuck somebody's life up. Yes. Do I think they don't like Drake? Yes. Do I think that they might be behind some shit? Sure. I don't know enough to fact check it, but let's just assume it's true. Be clear. I'm not running from it. I just don't care. Not because I'm a Rocnation employee. Rocnation's never given me $1. I've never been to a brunch. Like none of that. I just don't care that much. So let's assume it's.
Now he don't care. Now he don't care. Now he don't give a fuck. One second. I think my mic is good. Hold on, let's continue.
True. Now what do? Do I organize the troops? Do I go to the street? Do I go get a bunch of people together to rally behind Drake so that we can free him from the clutches of Rocnation? Like, what the fuck do I do? I know what I do. What I'll do if I find out Nolan Wells was killed by his friends. I know what I'm gonna do there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I know what I'm going to do when we talk about people dying or not having water, lead in the water in Jackson, Mississippi. Another thing I investigated. I wrote a whole book, Nobody, about Ferguson and people dying from lead, being shot by police in Flint, Michigan, having lead in the water. I know what we did there. We got people water. What do I do after I do all this work and put 1,000 hours in to find out that Drake who has a ton of money is being fucked by somebody who has just as much or more money? Like, I just don't care that much. You're right.
And I could get water to you, nigga. You, huh? Come on, nigga.
He want me to turn up, but it's like
no, it's not. But you get me back in the fucking like adult.
This clip is gonna get deleted out of the repost of this live stream. Just know this, okay? I don't got $500 for you, Joe. I'm sorry.
Mo, man, watch your fucking mouths when y'all talk about That's all.
And sometimes you need to do that. This is a situation. I don't have a beef with Act. He's right. I don't contribute much to this show in terms of breaking stories. I don't know why that became my role, but he's right. I don't contribute much to that. Thank you for calling me smart.
Oh man. And listen, again, I'll just say the people who are going to make me chop this part of the video out of this live stream are the same people. Like me and Joe, we were the same people. You know what I'm saying? What are you saying over here? After Act exposed CTG, hit him up on the low. He does talk and report on politics, so I gave Mark a pass even when I heard that in real time. I wasn't going to get on his neck about that shit. I wonder what Lauren LaRosa said about this shit. Hold on. And then we're going to go to Matt's page because he's got a whole other war going on. Did she respond to this shit?
Like, why are you attracted to the golf girl? Like, why are you barking at...
Oh, this is... My mic is low. Hold on, let me turn up. I should be better. Hold on, let me make sure that we good over here. We got no fucking issues to bomber clot. One second, chat. Reduce, adjust mic volume. I'm going to turn it up a little bit more. How about now, gang? I'm good? I'm good? One in the chat if I'm a little bit better. Let me see if I can find something about if Lauren LaRosa's responded to this. I don't think she actually gave her own response. Okay, we're better? Okay. Let's go to brown girl grinding. Let's see. Lauren. Is there any answers from you? They just keep on running this clip.
Walking, barking at the Hot Topics chick.
But who have we known Drake to date that's like black girl? Who was Drake with?
Stuff like that just reminds me how.
Yeah, I don't see an actual response from her. She's staying far away from that. I don't think she wants to smoke with Akademiks, to be honest. Yeah. Let's go check on that. Let's go check on, you said the mic was always good? I thought so too. Now I'm seeing this shit like peaking, going crazy. Or looking like sounding like it's loud as fuck. Hold on, let me make sure. No, actually we good. Okay, let's go and check out What's the Dirt. All right. Man, like, what's the dirt? Because he's got his own war going on his side over here. Glasses Malone is the most pathetic Drake hater. Watch this.
The most pathetic loser.
Oh my god.
Out of any Drake hater,
Media
I don't care,
war.
line them all up. Glasses Malone is by far the most pathetic loser of them all. Look at what he says here.
Like, if I gotta keep kicking Drake back in to get 2,000, 3,000 people, I'm not doing it. I'm just not gonna lie.
What the fuck are you talking about, buddy? That is literally what you do. The only reason why you go viral is because of your Drake takes. And there's a new one every other day. No one hears about you otherwise. Like, look, when I go to this dude's channel, I type in Drake and he has 162 unique pieces of content with Drake's name in the title.
Oh, no.
162. And this is not even all of it, because I'm sure even when Drake's name isn't in the title, the dude still talks about Drake. Like, when I type in Glasses Malone on YouTube, the dude's music doesn't even come up. It's all shit about Drake. And you're not special. There's nothing special about you. There's nothing redeeming about being able to get 1,000 idiots congregate in your live streams to hear you shit on Drake. And just know, at damn near 50 years old, anything you've done musically in your whole entire career, as much clout chasing shit as you have done, you're still more known for hating on Drake. That's how people know you. Like, think about how exhausting it is to just try and have.
Hold on. Let that breathe for a second. Yo, Matt. Did I forget to play the ether beat or something? Like, yo, Matt. Walk on, brother. You've woken up the beast.
In your live streams to hear you shit on Drake. And just know, at damn near 50 years old, anything you've done musically in your whole entire career, as much clout chasing shit as you have done, you're still more known for hating on Drake. That's how people know you. Like, think about how exhausting it is to just try and have this tough guy act all the time. Like, the dude won't even smile for a picture. What's the event? FX Untitled Snowfall spinoff. Yeah, you got a meme mug for that. You got a meme mug.
Every day you gotta put on that tough mood. God, that must bug you. His moms be like, love you. He'd be like, whatever, fuck you.
All right, Pat Stay. Let's continue. Okay, so you don't want to talk about the lawsuit, but why isn't anyone talking about this? Many creators are going through this. It's because it's Jay-Z. Rocnation. He just went live too? Okay. It's because it's Jay-Z and you are afraid to speak out or protecting a relationship.
What's being talked about. And this right here is just another example of something that Jay-Z is doing, and I'm wondering why you guys aren't talking about it. Why are you not talking about the fact that Jay-Z, Rocnation, through their law firm, Reed Smith, is quite literally flagging content creators with false copyright claims, illegal copyright claims, when their content is fair use, but they flag it because they don't like what's being talked about when it comes to Jay-Z. If the video is negatively about Jay-Z, they're hitting it with these fucking claims. That's why when I did my video about Jay-Z, I used stick figures. I made a little stick man when talking about Jay-Z because I know how they're moving. For example, for Akademiks, he literally used an image of Jay-Z from Google. Like you type in Jay-Z in Google, he used an image from there and they flagged him for copyright claims when it's fair use. So look, if you're a creator, fuck the lawsuit. All you guys are on YouTube. All you guys, like, we all go through the same thing, right? We all hit that upload, but we all hit that upload button. We all publish things. We all go through copyright claims, copyright strikes, demonetization, all the things that come with being a creator. So fuck the lawsuit. If you're seeing this happen, why aren't you talking about it? Because I know damn well if this was Drake, like, could you imagine if during the battle, right? If during the battle or even after the battle, because all you guys do is talk negatively about Drake. But imagine if he had a team of people flagging content creators for negative critiques about him illegally.
You know how many YouTube channels would have went down by now? Oh, my Lord.
Would you talk about it? Of course you would. Why won't you talk about this? Because this is something in your wheelhouse. This is something that affects you. Any creator should be concerned by shit like this. I guess maybe I'm not the right source of the information, though.
Talk. It's getting nasty out there, bro. The media war is happening. What are they saying on the other side? Let me see what is Glasses live right now? Because you know Glasses love a spaces, bro. Is he live right now? Okay, no. Let's see what Glasses has been saying. Glasses Malone, August 20th. Glasses calls out Akademiks, Flocko, and other internet personalities for speaking on street/gangster culture without actually knowing the people or environment they're talking about. Glasses says, instead of Googling, you know what? Let me play the fucking video.
Don't talk to gang.
Salute to Justin Hunt, the company man. Culture United. Let's go.
No street shit. Most of these dudes talking about gangs don't know nothing. I mean, like the bare minimum, nothing. And then they'll just Google what somebody else said on YouTube as like, and I'm like, you're not going to go out and go talk to gang members? I remember telling Flocko this. I said, I would have more respect. Go talk to gang members. I'll take you. I told him I'll take you to the PJs. I'll take you to PJ Watts. You can go talk to them. I'll make sure they don't kick your ass.
And Glasses.
The sheer fear.
Glasses.
I'm saying,
sir, no one's going to talk. Flocko can't go talk to no gang members, sir.
Of course he can. If I take him, he's gonna be fine.
Glasses, sir. The moment you go to the bathroom, he'll be a different name by the time you get back.
He will be just fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine while you're standing there. But when you go to the bathroom or go answer your phone, he'll be the FL, the A, the C, and he'll just be O. He'll be done. He won't have a YouTube channel. That's why he lives with Glasses. He lives in Texas. You think he doesn't know? You think he don't know that he can't live in California and talk the way he's talking? He moved he lives all the way in Texas with that.
But I think the burden of it is only this way because it's like when you disconnect yourself from who you're talking about. Like like, you know what I mean? Like it's different when you're completely disconnected. So the truth is, the fastest way to break a racist person is to make them be around black people.
Oh my God, hold on. Let me rewind a quick second because I had to move away from the screen. Because I heard Staxckz from when I was in the other room for a quick second, arguing with Glasses Malone, and I think Staxckz has been making a lot of sense.
Glasses, sir. The moment you go to the bathroom, he'll be a different name by the time you get back. He
will be just fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine while you're standing there. But when you go to the bathroom or go answer your phone, he'll be the FL, the A, the C, and he'll just be O. He'll be done. He won't have a YouTube channel. That's why he lives with Glasses. He lives in Texas. You think he doesn't know? You think he don't know that he can't live in California and talk the way he's talking? He moved he lived all the way in Texas with that.
But I think the burden of it is only this way because it's like when you disconnect yourself from who you're talking about. Like like, you know what I mean? Like it's different when you're completely disconnected. So the truth is, the fastest way to break a racist person is to make them be around black people.
Oh my God, here we go.
If you want to break a real, like a redneck, just put him around some niggas. And he gonna be like, you're gonna find one you like, and then you're gonna have a problem. You're gonna have to start having all kind of conflicts, a bunch of mental things happening. Because most of this shit is driven off ignorance. Like how him or Akademiks talk about the street life. Stat, they just don't know people. You know me, Stat. You didn't know us. You didn't. Nigga, it ain't that serious, nigga. Like, yes, it could be some bullshit, but for the most part, it's just reasonable motherfuckers who trying to change their life.
Glasses.
That's it.
It's that Glasses. I'm sorry. I want to rock with you.
Yo. Staxckz can't take it, bro. He's like this old head gang mentality thinking. Like, you ain't even from the streets. How are you even speaking from the streets? It's like, nigga, okay, how about the people who are in the streets? When you now step out of the streets, and are you guys not allowed to speak about the streets anymore? Because I know me, I used to be in the streets for way too long. Now I talk about things that are happening in the Toronto scene, crime, rap, whatever. I have the experience. Cool. But I'm not trying to live by those codes anymore. So sometimes I talk about things that are uncomfortable to the quote-unquote street niggas. This is what evolution is, fam. You can't just be staying in the street mentality. At the same time, I'm not part of a gang. I don't have to pledge allegiance to them niggas for life. So, we got to keep in mind, Glasses Malone is a real crip. He can't just be like, nah, B, I'm not in that street shit. I'm a journalist or I'm a media guy now. They'll be like, and what? And then you try to come back around the hood? So he has to stand on this, if you're not from the streets, why are you talking about the culture? Nigga, one, these guys be exposing all of their business. They've made it that a culture. The street niggas have made self-snitching the biggest part of hip-hop culture at this point. Okay, whether they're self-snitching in their raps directly about crimes that get brought up in the courtrooms, or they get up on podcast mics and start talking shit. And we don't even got to blame Vlad no more. These niggas start their own podcast and start snitching on themselves. So what are we talking about, Glasses?
Here, but it's that serious, sir. I don't know what you're doing right now. I don't know what you're trying to prove. I don't know who you're talking to. No, it's that serious.
I can leave.
Hey, everybody in the chat, don't believe what Glasses is saying.
Believe
that
me.
serious.
I'm saying,
listen.
Don't go without me.
We can't even. Glasses. We can't even have a hip hop conversation out. Glasses. We can't have a hip hop conversation out west without it turning into something else.
Yeah, but that
you
just
know that.
That's cool. That's cool. But I'm saying, look, I'm just
see what he
saying.
said. That's cool. He know.
Yes, exactly. Because he has that mentality. And trust me, I know about it on a smaller scale, obviously, but I know about it. You got that when I see you mentality. Why are you talking about the streets? How dare you respond to me after I just shit on you for like multiple segments? Listen, this energy that he has probably and listen, I fuck with Glasses. You all right? Glasses has been on the show multiple times, so I'm not even dissing him. I just don't like the mentality that is like resonates with a lot of guys like himself, where it's like he said a lot of wild shit about Drake, Ak, whoever else, and he's not as disrespectful as a lot of other people, but he has said some things about mans. If these niggas are just to even fix their lips to say, yo, Glasses, you a punk for what you said, you a bitch, or not even anything crazy like that. Like, how dare you talk against mans like me? They have to be with security all the time. It's rich niggas like Ak who are like, yo, fuck you, nigga. You washed. Okay? There's a nigga all the way in Vancouver, British Columbia, or somewhere in BC who's like, yo, Glasses Malone, you ain't shit. But like, he can't just go to LA and say that. We know this because mans are not going to accept you saying, I'm responding to the things you said about me, because when you say things when you respond to me, it's on site or watch when I see you. Okay? So it goes back to Only street niggas could talk about the streets, because then you can't say nothing to them street niggas because you know they'll try to blow your head off as they see you coming down the street. But the Mesquite niggas shut the fuck up, even though they're making the most money out of all of the people who report on stuff, is the quote unquote nerds. You guys shut the fuck up before we beat you up when we see you.
Don't go without me, but I'm saying if I took you there, people would feel your intentions are cool. But I think that's why BK said something, it was a while ago. People just be disconnected, man. And so they're able to just speak from this place. And it's like, we're just video game controllers. Like, we're just guys in a video game.
So what would they rather? Or what would he rather? Just only the quote unquote real journalist be outside over there? Is this the same violation?
Idiots congregate.
Yeah, this is the same one. Would he rather just the real journalists be outside, the quote-unquote white mainstream media journalists be outside of the courtrooms for different things and you know, covering the murders that are happening? So should we only see it on Fox News, such and such, whatever the city that it's in, when we pull up the YouTube? How dare any of these fucking nerds cover the shit that they keep on seeing coming down the timeline or on their actual television, and then try to dissect it a little more? Would you rather it only be the mainstream media who's going to spin it in whatever way that they want to spin it, whether they're left or right wing media? Or would you rather a Trapler Ross or an Akademiks or a Poetic Flacco or even a Friday Ricky Dread to go and break down some crime shit that's happening in the hip-hop culture? Not crime. Fam, I cover shit that has nothing to do with hip-hop and its crime. Maybe get at a nigga like me sometimes, and that's cool, because I still think it's all encompassed in the culture. However, all these niggas that are talking about either have rapped, or are in the hip-hop culture in some kind of way. So I think they get a pass to talk about them. If you are in hip-hop culture and you do crimes, I don't care if you never step one fucking foot off to the sidewalk into the streets. I'm not going to badge you for making a YouTube video about it.
You know, it's funny. This is kind of what they did to New Orleans to get white people in there.
What?
It's made it like fucked up, and people just got.
Salute the glasses, but sometimes his takes are a little wild.
Kicking Drake back in to get 2,000, 3,000 people. I'm not doing it. I'm just not going to lie. I really am not motivated enough about what okay. Problem one is I make a living to take care of myself, right? I'm not, or I could be a millionaire, have millions and millions of dollars, blah, 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 whatever. Sure. But I'm saying, like, I wouldn't kick Drake back in every day cuz for money. Like, I just wouldn't. I get it that that's how you feel about it. But trust me, if I wanted to kick his back in, cuz I would go stream from in front of his house. Like, y'all don't understand what I'm on for real. I get it, because it sounds like me and Act and all.
Listen, low key, I think Glasses just gives me the pass because he feels like a general good vibe from me. He's like, yo, Friday seems like he's a nice guy. He's genuine. I've been to Toronto. They love hip hop over there, but y'all can't really be hip hop. Like, you ain't black. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all from Canada, so yeah, you could love our shit, but like, y'all ain't really part of the culture like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you didn't come from the streets. At least you came from the streets, so we'll give you a pass, Friday. This is just what I'm speculating as far as maybe his opinion on me. We'll give you a pass, but we don't really think that you're part of the culture. You Canadian. Come on, bro. Like, duh.
All of us on the same thing. We not on the same thing. Me, Drake, Act, we not on the same thing. Because I'm really on bullshit. I'm serious. I'm really on bullshit. So it's like, I really could be a fucked up person because I got a different reach and a grab for real. I don't gotta pay nobody. It's just what it is. Just
niggas will
feel me.
See. Niggas don't. It's violence. I fucking don't like this, Glasses, and this is the thing. It's too many people in hip hop with this mentality. And I know hip hop came from the streets, but guess what? When hip hop came from the streets, it wasn't about shooting niggas and all that type of shit. They was out in the park having fun. You know what I'm saying? Love, peace, unity, and having fun. Y'all remember that? It wasn't like, oh, it came from the streets. It came from the gritty streets of the Bronx. but it was supposed to be a solution to violence, not, oh, part of the culture is, it's just violent like that. Shit can get like that. Yes, I know shit can get like that, but it doesn't have to be from the people who are the purveyors of hip-hop culture. It should just be, oh, some street niggas who are into some shit got into a fight at a party, not the fucking rappers who have beef with each other and now a shootout happens. Yes, he confuses the... Thank you, Blue Jays Fitted. Holy, air horns for that comment. Blue Jays Fitted said, I think he confuses the streets with violence. Yes. There's a lot of niggas in the streets. There's niggas who sell drugs. There's niggas who sell pom-pom. There's niggas who are just out there for the drill, and they maybe assist their gangs who also sell drugs and pom-pom, but they don't care about selling drugs and pom-pom. All they care about is freaking riding on the ops, okay? So we're all in the same streets, but we do different things. You feel me? When I was in the streets, I wasn't concerned about trying to kill niggas. The only time that happened is when niggas robbed me. But I tried to make myself an unrobbable person, and I wasn't out there like, oh, let me take over this nigga's territory, so we got to go kill like 4 people. That y'all killing niggas could go do that. But we're all in the same streets. Same thing with the PIs. They're out there pimping hoes and shit like that. I'm out there moving work. There's another nigga who might go and freaking wet up the block. Or, again, even let's add another street figure in there. The stick-up kids. They don't even care about all you dealers and pimps. They're just like, yo, fam, who got the money? Let's kick in a door. Let's run down the block and see if we can rob some niggas. So we're all in the same streets. Streets, and let me put this comment back on the screen. You can't confuse just being in the streets with violence. And that's what a lot of these niggas have twisted. It's like, these nerd niggas who doing media, if they were really to bump into me, what? Why would you want to put hands on them? Because you don't like their opinions?
In front of his house.
Fucking dumb.
Like, y'all don't understand what I'm on for real.
Hold on. And let me make it clear. Not you, not you, Glasses, okay? That mentality is dumb.
Get it? Because it sounds like me and Act and all of us on the same thing. We not on the same thing. Me, Drake, Act, we not on the same thing. Because I'm really on bullshit. I'm serious. I'm really on bullshit. So it's like, I really could be a fucked up person because I got a different reach and a grab for real. I don't gotta pay nobody. It's just what it is.
Niggas will hurt people on the strength for me. They'll take lives for me just because I'm me. That's not a stunt.
How I came up. But the truth is, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to talk about the Tupac trial, right? I don't want to talk about the Tupac trial for y'all to enjoy what I'm saying. You feel me? Like, the truth is, I've always been, to be honest, in my own way. This is the truth. I've always been in my own way. When Stunner was trying to get me to work with Drake and Drake wanted to send over Tough Records, I'm not working with Cuz on that shit.
Oh, I'm glad you're self-aware.
I've got in my own way a million times of whatever that looks like because I got to be me at the other end. I got to be me at the other end, bro. That's the truth. I got to be me at the other end. I'm not mad. I'm like, I see what Act doing. I could do what Act does in my sleep. You don't think I could talk about all this?
No. Don't do that, bro. Everybody does their own thing, but you can't do what Act does. Okay, you're not trying to go on a fucking 6-hour live stream, Henny-fueled rants, and I'm not even trying to glaze Act, but I understand it because I do the same fucking thing. We're not trying to try to act like you do the same thing just because you have a few rants about Drake every once in a while on the podcast.
Shit going around. I watch all my homies talk about this nigga got killed by this nigga, the Hoovers killed this nigga. I could do that in my sleep.
No, you can't.
So you don't feel like you the anti-Act?
No.
And I think I know that you don't. I know your answer to that. But I think maybe
anti-me.
I think exactly. I think Act maybe feels like that because he feels like his space is threatened. Because as much as you don't want to admit it, you are in his space.
Threatened by who? That gets like 10 times more viewership than these niggas. I don't think he's pressed.
Listen, I'm not in his space.
And the more people that you talk to and get through to, like you said, you got 1,100 people in here. I don't think these people got up in here to champion act. I think these people came in here to hear you put some talk with some sense and shit, nigga.
That's all it is.
Like, talk with some sense. And that's
just
why I
saying,
feel
a
your
little sense
voice
on the
is important. Now, yes, along the way, nigga, me and you are different people. Along the way, I'm gonna call the nigga a bitch. Yes. And you gonna be like, you're not a bitch. And you know you're gonna say your shit and you're gonna fucking articulate it all good.
It's not
That's fine.
It's not that. What I'm trying to avoid is all of this silly name calling. Right? Because if you start,
yo, respectfully, and I fuck with Glasses, but like, this is this pod, and it's on the Black Effect Network because Glasses has reach, right? Or I'm not sure if it's still on Black Effect, but it was on Black Effect, which is Charlemagne's podcast network. Oh my God. The pieces are all connecting. I forgot that this guy's podcast is on Charlemagne's Black Effect podcast network. It's all coming together now.
so here's our problem, right? Here's the problem with being a real nigga.
But sorry, what I was gonna say, and what's the timestamp over here so I can come back to it? 3:11. Look at the pod over here, respectfully. And I'm not trying to diss the set. I don't care about the set. This nigga over here, like, he's like, I you know how my nigga, I just be like, fuck niggas and whatever. I can't, then you come on to articulate that shit. Cool. I don't really watch the show like that, so I don't know if this guy's like a great co-host. They have an old gentleman over here just sitting in the corner, just playing with his phone. Like, this is old head podcasting, bro. And I'm an old head. I know I'm older than Glasses. But like this old head podcasting type of mentality, Glasses has been able to push it further than the average old head. Let's say like a Toronto old head try to do this shit. Like it's going to get like 30 views. Because what ends up happening is like these niggas be like, yo, I'm going to get the real OGs who could talk about the culture for real. And then they just come in with lukewarm takes. They have one guy in there who's willing to give a hot take, but everything else is just kind of lukewarm because we really shouldn't be talking about that. OG shouldn't talk about that, bro. Oh, nah, bro. That's a little bit too federal. I don't know if we should be getting into that. Oh, that young rap, that's a little bit too much auto-tune. Let's talk about some real hip-hop. And then their podcasts suck. I'm not saying yours does, but I'm saying the format like this, usually the podcast be sucking. When you have the old man who's not even engaged, and then the next nigga who's just like, I don't know, I'm just trying podcasting for the first time, my nigga.
I call each other names, I gotta do something. I'm not, see, that's where it's not the internet. Like Trap talk about it. Like, that's the internet to Trap. I'm not that.
Where else that shit be like? It be on like iTunes and shit? I don't even use that.
I don't believe in the internet. What are you talking about, bro?
I'm saying because if somebody say anything, you just don't care.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
So my thing
Right.
So if you
Right.
said this stuff, if he says that's a bitch ass nigga, it becomes my point that I need to show him that I'm not. I don't give a fuck if it's said on the internet. And that's where it stops. Like, see,
Mans have verbal engagements. You call niggas all kind of bitches. I'm gonna kick this nigga back in cuz da. Dare one person say, yo, bro, I'm a bitch, you a bitch. Okay, watch when I see you.
This is where you become an internet nigga. When you actually just gotta let a nigga say anything, that's when you become an internet
But
nigga.
my thing, G, is I refuse to let the internet change who I am, and I refuse to let the internet change me speaking what I think is the truth. Now, if I don't give a fuck if Act come back and call, like, of course.
Sorry, I keep on stopping the video. It's just like, maybe I'm having my own personal issues. Like, are we not on the internet? There's a big live thing in the corner here. They're on the internet. Like, these older heads talk about the internet like it's some kind of like big crazy monster in the forest that, we don't even get over there and get near that monster in the forest because we know that it represents evil and bad ways. Like, y'all niggas are actually talking about how evil the internet is on the fucking internet. I don't even do the internet like that. What? The only reason I heard you say that is because you're on the internet. The internet is not, it's just everywhere, fam. It's like almost like just fucking breathing at this fucking point. So, like, I don't understand why these niggas be so anti-internet while I'm hearing them complain about the fucking internet on the internet.
You're not gonna call you no bitch.
Oh, well, that's still talking about the
or something like that.
He's getting close.
But
That's
nigga,
still talking about
that is the internet though, nigga. Like if Act call me internet, if
like they talk about it like it's a person.
Act call me a bitch from his jack off dungeon, nigga. Like I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay, that's what niggas in high school used to do too. And with their little posse of friends, and they
like, oh, y'all nigga Ack was hanging with that nigga internet, and the internet always got the gun on him, and he think he's tough because he be hanging with the internet nigga. You know what I'm saying? That internet nigga, oh, you think because he around internet all the time, that shit is sweet? Watch when that internet nigga walk away from him. That's when I'm gonna get him. Like, yo, fam, you guys are talking about him on the internet. It's not a person. It's a fucking thing that you use to make your money.
Jack off dungeons and shit. While I'm at the party that they want to be at, you know, and them niggas, oh, Will was bitch. You know, I never got mad at that shit. I didn't go around shake these niggas' pockets open.
I'm not, but that's what I'm going to do.
Worst part about it, he's talking about the party that he's going to be at. Guess what he's probably going to be doing at the party? This. Yo, we at the party. Yo, we at the party. Yeah, gangster party. And then put the camera all around. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody will be doing this when the camera goes around to everybody. Everybody will be doing this. Watch this, gang. No face. We can see your face, bro. All gangsters, no face. You niggas is all showing us this on the internet. The only reason I know that these videos exist is because I watch them on the internet. I'm sorry, guys. You guys are the biggest snitches there are out there. The gangsters. The ones who are supposed to be, quote-unquote, on code. Y'all are the biggest snitches. As soon as a phone had a camera on it, before a phone caught a camera on it, y'all niggas was ready to snitch on yourselves. I was on the Real Toronto. Smack DVD exists. It just became such a culture that y'all are like, you know what? Let me take this snitching from all these cameras to the courtroom. Let's see what happens. Oh, coast is clear? Man didn't lose his life? Oh, he's still making money? Yeah, I'm going to try that a little more often. I'm just saying. There was a response, actually, that happened once. You know what? Let me go back full circle. Let's go back full circle. Because I played this.
Screen report.
You know what? Let me play it from my Instagram because he had some more commentary before he played it. Before he said what he had to say.
Oh, shit. Hold on, man. Hold on. Chat is happening. I got the record first. Y'all know how it go. Give me that. This was going to be dropped on some West Coast radio station. We love the West Coast, but, you know, I was like, they don't know what to do with that. Just give it to me. I don't know what to do with that junk. Just get out of me. You feel what I'm saying? Let me get that. Let me get that. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you do some journalism. Let me get that real quick. Let me get that. Let me get this exclusive.
He ran that early.
Okay? The boy and Chuck? The boy and Jason? The boy in the game? We back in Compton or what?
All right, so let me play something quick, or let me show y'all something, because once Act put that leak out, we got a response from TDE Punch, or Punch TDE. Put the smiling face tonight. Right, and he said under here, the world's really gone crazy. And then they responded with this. I don't know who these people are, but hey, I like it. All right, so we'll see what that, what that entails. I'll play one last clip, and then we're gonna move on to our next story here, because Stat Quo. You know what? Actually, I have another thing I need to show y'all, because this got deep. I didn't know that Drake's house got swatted. Listen.
giving Rocnation belt to ass, and they're trying to give me belt to ass. Nigga, I would just quit. Nigga, what I told Charlamagne, I don't need your help. Back out. Move out the fucking way. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, they swap my house. All right, I see what it is. Nigga, comes with it. Fuck it. They swat Larry Jackson too. They swatted Drake shit yesterday. Y'all ain't know that. It happened. Who gives a fuck? We know how these niggas playing. The jig is up, nigga. Anybody trying to play victim? We don't expect nobody to come save nobody, nigga.
This nigga said they swatted Drake's house yesterday. This was like from like 2 days ago. So Drake's house got swatted like, I don't know, like what are we today? Friday? On Tuesday? Monday? Huh? Yo, what going?
We playing it how we gonna play it. Fuck it. They swat your crib, nigga, come with it. I just want y'all niggas to know when y'all hear me talking about these niggas, there's some real shit happening. That's not no make-believe. They dragged me to court, federal court. They put me in depositions. They swat my crib, nigga. They do everything. I'm still in this shit punching, nigga. I'm giving rock. And when it comes to me,
Zuto Hot 97 for the post.
I'm the biggest hop they got. You can't get no big. And when it comes to media, I'm the biggest hop they got. You can't get no big.
Okay, I'm going to play one more clip, and then we're going to get off of the story here of the whole media wars. Staxckz, once again. Salute to Staxckz, because in the end of the day, even though everybody's supposed to be on whatever sides, and I think Staxckz has been the most, I would say, objective creator in this whole back and forth, besides myself. You know what I'm saying? Here's what he had to say about Akademiks, because all those guys, they're so anti-Akademiks, but he don't think he's so bad. So let's go, Stat.
It was 6,000 people. The other day, I'm watching Act with 6ix9ine. I went on his stream. It was 6,000 people in there. So out of them 6,000 people in there, are we to say that all 6,000 of them people ain't hip hop? Are we just assume that everybody that's watching him that consumes his content aren't into hip hop music? Because if that was the case, then every label on the planet would not be paying him to whenever something come out. He just like a bunch of artists that don't fuck with him, the labels still go to him to support the music when it drops. You get what I'm saying? He's supporting the ecosystem.
I listen, I don't think that this side of the camera here, I don't think that this is in real time with what Staxckz is saying. You know how they have like Justin here rolling his eyes and stuff like that, what Stat is saying? I don't know if that's real, like if that really happened during the video, or like the Twitter or whoever on Reddit added this and made it, like doctored it up to make it look like, whatever, my nigga, sure, whatever.
It's just a fact. So like, I understand Glasses' thing. He's talking about, you know, his concept of what he deems hip hop to be, and I'm right there with him. But what I do acknowledge is everybody don't think like me and him, and these people are still out here, and I'm not gonna leave them out there. I'm more on some like, let's bring them in. And when somebody says, oh, it's just bots, hey yo, listen, you can't bot that much, because at the end of the day, if you're botting more than what you're paying out, then they stop it. You understand? I've had this conversation on before.
Talk about it.
Oh, these labels, they botting it. They don't bot more than what they have to pay. You have to pay for the bots. The bots aren't free. So if they're paying that money, right, they're paying something to get a return. And Spotify and these apps and YouTube, they pick up on that shit, and it fucks with your monetization. You get what I'm saying? All these YouTube channels has backlogs of where these views are coming from. You can see all this shit. So if you just botting, it fucks up your whole shit. You get no sponsors, you get nothing, and YouTube would eventually demonetize your channel. So
not only demonetize the channel, Stat, they will audit your channel, and if there's any botted views, not YouTube or Google ad views, but botted views, they will subtract those botted views and then show people what the actual views are. This has happened with a multitude of Toronto rappers or Canadian rappers at one point in time when YouTube first started doing these audits, and they were like, yeah, these view counts look a little bit fishy. They will go around, and then now they just do it every few months. So for any of y'all who think, oh, let's just bot everything, yeah, maybe certain new platforms you might be able to get away with that. But when it comes to these legacy platforms like YouTube, even like Instagram, it's you know, it's not that easy. It's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm trying to say is there are real people watching this nigga. He been around too long.
Yeah, pretty much. So I think I will leave that there. I think I've given, at least from my perspective or just from looking from the outside, because I haven't been in the mud with this shit, of who are all the players in the quote-unquote media war, who is, you know, I don't know who we considers winning this war. I don't think there's any winners or losers. The two richest motherfuckers who are at the top of this food chain, like a Drake or Jay-Z, they're just looking like, hope y'all get some money off of this shit. So, yeah, it is what it is. How many views did Drake get deducted? I think he got a few, or like even when they did the stream thing, but I think it kind of was like minimal amounts. And that's what he's been trying to prove for like a long time. I know when it came to the Spotify thing, like when they did that audit the other day on Spotify, I think it was like 6 months ago, his number didn't move. But like the Kendrick and the SZA numbers went down exponentially. So could do with that information what you will. You think Ak and Drake will be relevant at 56? Jay-Z is hip-hop. Who knows? That's a good question. I think so. I think Ak will definitely be relevant at 56 because when I look at different older statesmen in this media game, man's like Troy Terrain, Star's in his 60s. He has a solo gig that he does. He gets on the phone with his viewers, the callers, and he sits there and he grooves. He's doing this thing. He goes live. There's probably about 3,000 people watching the live at the same time. He's broken stories because he has a legacy from being on the radio from back in the days. A lot of niggas look up to Star when it comes to this media game, myself included. And if I'm not mistaken, Troy Terrain age. Let's see how old. He's 62 years old. And he's been able to remain relevant from the analog to the digital age. Now, for maybe not everybody watches him who's not a certain age, but there's a lot of people watching Star's content. Dare I just do a quick thing just to put his shit up on the screen? I'm not going to play any of your videos, Star, so relax. Let me not even say relax. My bad. I'm not going to play any of your videos, so don't even, don't worry about it. Like I'm not here to do that. I'm just showing an example of what Star does. Like, he doesn't even upload videos. I'm surprised he made uploads. If you just go to the live, he uploads his lives. It does what it does. Sometimes it does a freaking 100,000. Sometimes it does 40,000. Sometimes it does 30. You know what I'm saying? And he's chilling. Hold on, I'm not even showing it on the screen. All right. Like I said, he does his views. And he's chilling. You know what I'm saying? 62 years old. I think Ak will probably be still doing it when he's 56. All right? And as far as with Drake? My bad on the sound effect. I'm a little late. As far as with Drake, if Jay-Z could, for the legacy that Jay-Z has created and the amount of music and the amount of things that we are able to have memories to from Jay-Z's generation to now, and we hail him as a GOAT, you don't think that we're going to be doing the same for Drake when he's 56? The man's turning 40 this year, so it's not like, oh, Drake, you're only relevant because you're young. He ain't young. He's going to be 40. Okay, I think by the time Drake is 56 years old, yes, he's not going to be putting out music at the same output, but the songs that he dropped over the 2000s, over the times where the media or the listening platforms are changing from downloading to, or even physical sales to downloading to streaming, like all those different memories of different songs, the God's Plans, the One Dances, freaking everything that he's made. Like, there's gonna be people listening to Drake at 56. He'll be doing maybe a fucking Vegas residency at that point, and he'll be chilling. You know what I'm saying? But it won't be like, yo, you ain't relevant. Like, I kind of stayed relevant for like 15, not relevant. I ran the game for the last 15 years. I think at this point, when he decides to leave is when he's going to leave. So it is what it is. What else do I got at the docket here? Oh, let's go to Toronto for a quick second. You know what? Let's have some fun first before we go to Toronto. Did y'all see this? Make sure it's up on my screen. Y'all see this?
What's poppin', y'all? We're here with Little Chicana and King Chew. And I'm from Toronto. We're gonna ask some Toronto questions. Y'all, since you've been in Toronto, what do you think about the men here?
I don't think anything about the men here. I only know Drake.
Sorry, cringe alert.
So what do you think about him?
He's cute.
Next question. Your first Toronto slang, what did you learn? Anything.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Hold on. Cringe alert. Yo, what is Drake doing to these fucking people, bro? Yo, Toronto's not a real place, man. What the hell, bro? Is Goth becoming a trend now? It's not just like what the depressed emo people do. Now it's just a trend. They must have been going to a Goth party. They're not like Drake fans that turn Goth. Can we get one more time? One more time.
What's poppin', y'all? We're here with
Little Chicana
and
King Chew.
Hold on. Let's pause this for a second. Yo! Fam, y'all know, right? Like, I'm gonna listen. Warning. I'm about to sprinkle some hate right now, okay? I'm not trying to hate on Drake, but and his choices of women, but he ain't like this bitch, bro. Huh? Look at this thing, bro. Yo, fam, like the makeup is starting to melt off because she's in the club and it's getting hot. You can see the red nose. She sounds like a fucking idiot. Like you're not even that dope with the plastic surgery. Like now I sound like I'm hating, but fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I'm hating. You know what I'm saying? The titties are nice, but like, fam, like you got a wig on, fam. Like you don't look like that, B. I could already tell right now, fam. The nigga went to the Casa Loma. I'm sorry, this is just a quick sidetrack. Just stupid shit. Drake Casa Loma. Look at the SEO Drake Casa Loma date. Right, he rented out. Goth Baddie is a real princess. Courts her with date. No, fam. He's just doing it for the headlines, fam. Man, they're just trying to keep the timeline running, brother. Right? Ooh, they went to Casa Loma and there was only like 4 people. 98-room landmark was shut down except for the server, bartender, and security, leaving Drake and Pikachu to enjoy sushi with a sprawling castle basically to themselves. And then we're supposed to have this narrative in our head that he went and he fucked her in the castle, and then she had such beautiful, amazing goth pussy. Like, no, fam. She's just cosplaying like a vampire with a bunch of fucking makeup on and shit like that. She just, like, Drake, like, I'm not trying to speak for man's dick. Pause. Hold on.
Hey, yo, chill.
But, like, it's just for the fucking gram or the TikTok or whatever, fam. Niggas looking at her like, ew, shut up, man. Like, you're annoying. Like, at least I am. And at first when I saw her in the 20v1, I was like, all right, nice little goth baddie. But, like, you got to remember, like, that's not how they really look. So, like, she got, like, pale powder on her tits and whatever. But, like, the skin is probably nasty, blotchy, and fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You take the fangs out. Her teeth are probably not that great. And then she just like, oh my God, sorry. That's what they say in Canada, right? I'd be like, if I have to fuck this girl, can I just fuck her now and let her get out? Like, do I have to? That's what I'd be saying. That's what I'd be asking whatever handler or whatever people think the nigga got. Like, do I gotta fuck her? Is that part of the plan too? Do I gotta fuck her too? You know what I'm saying? I might sound like a hater, but this is just the thoughts that are going through my head.
And I'm from Toronto. We're gonna ask some Toronto questions. Y'all, since you've been in Toronto, what do you think about the men here?
I don't think anything about the men here. I only know.
You don't have thoughts. Only thing that's going around in that girl. Hold on, let me pull it up on fucking Reddit. I'm sorry, this is not a segment, but this stupid shit of the week. All right, and then you know what? Somebody had the nerve to jump in the comments like, "What's wrong with you, Friyie? Look at this fucking guy. What is it? Domingo Donatello, nigga. Why are you writing a paragraph for a fucking plush post about this is why no one supports you, nigga? Like, are we talking about real hip hop or are we talking about a fucking retarded post? Oh, did I do a pause? Was there a pause in there? I missed it. My bad.
Hey, yo, chill.
Right? This is why no one supports you. Huh? Oh, all right, sure. I'm not a plush fan, but she's not a little, she got a little motion now with being on a 20v1 and doing some content with the goth girl. Drake flew down, and you're on here with your hate instead of supporting her. What? What was my caption? The plush effect. And then I said, and I think, cringe alert. It's cringy. She's making it cringy on purpose, you dummy. You know what? Let me not call him a dummy before I hear, oh, you called me a dummy? Watch when I see you. For a man who was always on, look at his paragraph. For a man who's always on the internet crying that no one in the city supports you. No. You go and do something like this? This is the exact reason why the city doesn't support you. Whether you rock with her or not, you not posting or supporting, why post it at all? The universe works tenfold, fam. Your energy you put out there is the energy you finna forward back to you. Bro, shut the fuck up, man. All of you guys need to shut up, man. You're not that righteous, bro. You fuck white girls too, bro. Relax. Holy shit, man. All of these self-righteous old head Toronto niggas. You wrote a paragraph because of a plush post? I barely wrote a caption. I didn't respond. It's called a joke. Relax. Watch Funny Mac. This nigga trying to smash has 0.0.1 motion. She needs a job or to go OF. Look outside your city. Nobody is checking for that waist chick. Let's go. Yo, thank you, Funny Mac. Let's go. It's not that serious, bro. Yo, this is Toronto, fam. It's not a real place. Yes, W Lush. It's not like I'm hating on her. Like, you You got the Drake link up, fam. Like, you fucking probably using this and making money. God bless you. Just the rest of these Toronto niggas are weird, bro.
What's poppin', y'all? We're here with
Little Chicanada.
Little Chicanada. What?
And
King Chew.
And
look. What is that? Yo.
And I'm from Toronto. We're gonna ask some Toronto questions. Y'all, since you've been in Toronto, what do you think about the men here?
I don't think anything about the men here. I only know Drake.
So what do you think?
That right there, that I'm not cringe. You see the cringe alert? This is where this fucking weirdo niggas, bro. The cringe alert don't come from Plush. My cringe alert is coming from this.
Y'all, since you've been in Toronto, what do you think about the men here?
I don't think anything about the men here. I only know Drake.
So what?
That cringe.
I don't think anything about the men here. I only know Drake.
So what do you think about him?
He's cute. He's cute.
Next question. Your first.
Yo, fam, gang. I'm spending way too long on this. Gang. Man them, okay? Men only. I know there's probably just bare men in the chat, but man them, have you ever met the pretty girl or the quote-unquote pretty girl that just laughs, giggles every single fucking, every third word of her sentence? She's like, hey, yeah, hi, how you doing? Y'all, we smashing that, but we're not staying around that for too long, fam. That's annoying, fam. One in the chat if you wifing the giggly girl, or two in the chat if it's like, nah, bro. Yo, I'm just gonna smash you and then get away from your dumb giggling ass as quick as I can, fam. As soon as the nut comes out, get your giggling ass out of my house, bro. Like, literally, like, nut comes out, pause. Hold on. Nut comes out, pause.
Yo, chill.
And you're like, get out. I've heard enough giggles for the night. You're at the table at dinner. She's like, every 2 seconds, you're like, oh my God, shut the fuck up, bitch. How much giggling do you do in a day, B? He's got to fucking and chuck it, bro. I'm sorry. I got to be real, man. I got to keep it a hundo. You got to go, fam. You're annoying.
So what do you think?
Right? Everything. And the thing is, you don't even know if what you're saying is actually funny or if this bitch just stop, like she just on mushrooms, can't stop giggling or something. You know what I'm saying? I have a feeling Drake is shooting a music video, and that's why he rented the mansion for the. Of course. Yo, we've cracked the code. I'm telling you, I had to just have some fun before we get into some other segments. I think we cracked the code. New video at Casa Loma, uploading soon. Like, no, Drake went in there to fuck her in the private room. Ooh. He's probably like has fangs in the music video too. Right? Like, come on, B. I'm down for all the fun on the internet, but then when people do think pieces on it, like, Drake, what's wrong with you? What the fuck? Why can't, like, when I seen this, hold on, let me pull this up here. And then we're going to get off of this. Lauren Drake. When I saw this, I'm like, yo, y'all looking too deep into the shit, yo. Y'all got to cut it out, fam. Stop it, man. Stop it, gang.
Drake is. Like, why?
Where's a longer one of this?
That's like a black girl. Who was Drake with?
Chick.
But who have we known Drake to date that's like a black girl? Who was Drake with?
I mean, he's definitely been with some black girl. But I'm just saying, like, but that's just.
Let's unpack it.
Just a reminder of how white he is.
He's still in love with Rihanna.
Yeah, come on.
But his baby mom is.
So he just likes everything. What's wrong with that?
That's
the golf girl though.
He likes everything.
Hey, chick.
But who have we known Drake?
All right. That was well unpacked right there. Thank you, Laura Narosa. Journalism. It's like, no, bro. The man tried to turn up the timeline. Can you just shh? Niggas is turning up the timeline. Y'all are talking. You're thinking too deeply into the shit.
Drake. So what do you think about him?
He's cute. He's cute.
Next.
Why? Why is that funny? That's not like, how is that funny? Is she laughing at Plush? Plush is probably like, yo, because you know Plush are gangster. Plush is probably like, yo, I want to box off this girl's face. What's wrong with this giggly thing, Bridget?
He's cute. He's cute.
Next question.
You see? Next question real quick. She's like, yo, what a giggly idiot thing. Western Road finest.
Your first Toronto slang, what did you learn? Anything.
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay. Dash that one there, Bridget. Let's finish this cycle of fuckery, okay? We're done with this now. All right? I'm done with the Goth thing. I'm not bringing her up on this live stream ever again, all right, gang? I'm sorry. I just had to have a little bit of cringe fun for a second. Let's see here. What do I got next? Oh, yes. I wonder if this post is still up. Good, it is still up. Yo, salute to Inside Connect, a.k.a. Bass Staxckz. For the people who don't remember him, I'll pull up his page, but he was actually on the podcast not too long ago. He exposed Mr. Slewin. Oh, by the way, Slewin, if you see this, I see you in my stories. A couple of people told me that you were looking for me. Like you're hold on, let me make my screen bigger. Slewin. A couple of people told me, more than a couple of people, that you were looking for me. Like looking for me, like you're trying to find out where my studio is. Before we get to the story here, okay, gang, just quick fast. Really? It's when I see you? Me? For what? I'm just reporting on the different stupid shit that you keep on doing. I'm not making you do the stupid shit. I'm just like, yo, did you know that Mr. Lewin got beef with Donnell Rollins? Did you know he got beef with Major Hype? You know what I'm saying? Did you know that, like, mans them are, like, talking about all things like, you know, the gal them behind the scenes and all that, and then Drake jumped in the comments and it was like, right? You know, yo, you know, that's Mrs. Slewin. Yo, we fucked this thing. Like, what? That's not my fault. Why are you looking for me? Why is it when I see you? Keep that energy for Major Hype. Keep that energy for Donnell Rollins. I'm not going to say keep it for GTV Network because all they did is say they didn't like your special. But don't keep it for the locals just because you can't get right with God, brother. Keep that energy for Inside Connect. You're the one who left them niggas to dry. So why are you looking for little old podcaster, old gray bay me? Holy. I thought we were having jokes. I guess I'll put you on the list. Salute to you, Lewin. All right, get right, man. Get right with God, brother. So, okay. Inside Connect, a.k.a. Bass Staxckz. That's my guy right here. You know what I'm saying? We did an interview not too long ago. Does he have a clip from our interview? You got a clip our interview, Bridget? Well,
you know, one message I want to say right now, bro. You know, my channel is for people, for the ordinary people and for the average people. In a sense, what I mean by that is for the guys that have been through the pain that I've been through. You know, we talk a lot about rappers and glorify a lot of guys that, you know, they come out and, you know, they get the red carpet rolled out for them. They got the big chains on, the girls, the cars, everything going on. And, you know, they're living their life. And it's like, okay, this guy's out of prison and he's doing his thing. But in all honesty, man, there's only a few people like that.
All right, salute to Inside Connect because, you know, he's somebody, he's been in and out of prison, he's been home, he's getting more into his content creation bag. However, he had a little beef, or I won't even say a beef. He had some words for K Money. Okay, K Money apparently had jumped into the comment section on something he had said. Let me make this post a little bit bigger on the screen so we can see what I'll go on. He said, laughing emojis, cap. This guy is a bum. We would have gave him 2 hot trays runs, trays. Run at a man. Okay, sorry, I can't read Toronto Man sometimes. So he responded to this, and I'll play the response.
Yo, Money, I'll tell you what, bro. I wasn't there, but I heard the stories, but I was in jail for a long time. Everybody keep telling me, oh, you was on range with K Money. No, I wasn't. But I know your head was getting dunked in the toilet. You know it was. Bro, here's the thing, bro. Let's talk about this reasonably. Okay? You had a very hard time in jail. You came out, you had clout, you had the opportunity to make noise, and you chose to spread gangster shit when you should have spread positivity. My bro, you got paged many times and got exposed. Let me tell you something, brother. I'm an old nigga, right? Meet me in my old ass age. I'll fight you one-on-one. Forget the gang shit. You've been to jail. I've been to jail, cause I'm looking at the DO. 3rd time around. Aggies, armed robberies, you name it. I ain't trying to go to jail. Let's make this public. You got a channel. I got a channel. Let's publicize it. Let's have a boxing match, one-on-one, like men. A consensual fight. Ain't nobody going to jail. Let's deal with this like men, you and me, one-on-one.
Salute to Bass, man. Bass a good guy, bro. Hold on, let me make sure I got a nice screenshot of Bass here. Bass a good guy. I don't think he has any wrong or any ill intentions, but he's in this content game. He feels passionate about things. That's part of his driving force to why his content resonates, because he keeps it super real. But I don't know if these niggas is on the, oh, we're not worried about jail. Let's just go do it in the ring. You got a platform. I got a platform. You know what? Let me hold my commentary for a second, because Rockboy Ninja, salute to Rockboy Ninja, he did do a video on this. Emoji.
What's good, YouTube? Back with another one. Before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. But let's get right into it. Now in this video, we got to talk about Toronto rapper K Money versus Bass Staxckz. I think that's the name is. He does that Inside Connect. I guess he does like jail content on Instagram. He tells people about what happened when they go to jail and whatnot. Now, I'm not sure how this drama started, but I seen him do a video going off on K Money. He's disrespecting K Money's family and all of that.
Probably a fish, a rat that ain't never put in no time, that ain't never done work.
God,
like most of these Toronto made rappers, K Money was getting his head shoved in a toilet. You listen to his music, his whole family's full of rats and punks.
Now, I have no idea what all that is about. It seems pretty personal. Now, K Money responded in the comment section by saying the whole city was in GP with me, this big emoji. He then goes on to say, this guy's a bum. We would have gave him 2 hot trays to run at a man. Now, someone who was in jail with that guy jumped in the comment section. They had this to say: this guy got boxed in the face in Beaver Creek on his range and walked away on a rising unit. And now he on social media talking about jail, question a bunch of emojis. Only Toronto youths. Now, Inside Connect responded to K Money, calling him out, saying he would have gave him 2 hot trays to run at a man. This is what he had to say.
Yo, Money, I'll tell you what, bro. I wasn't there, but I heard the stories, but I was in jail for a long time.
Okay,
everybody.
We heard all this.
Oh, I know you see what was going on. Isn't that what they say? Do your own. How are you going to talk about a next man's time when you weren't even on range with them to see what was going on? Isn't that what they say? Do your own time. So it doesn't sound to me like you're doing your own time when you're saying, oh, I know you had a rough time. I know it was rough for you in there. How do you know that? Sounds to me like you were doing that man's time, right? I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all let me know in the comment section. How can you speak on a next man's time if you weren't there even doing time with that man? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Does that make sense to you? And y'all ever notice niggas always want to fight someone they feel like they could beat up? This guy went off on this guy's people. This guy responded by saying, "Oh, this is cap. That's not true and whatnot." Now this nigga wants to fight. Well, we all know K-Money's not a fighter. This guy probably has like 70, 80 pounds up on K-Money, realistically, right? So that's why you want to challenge him to a fight, because you feel like you could beat him up. Fighting all the time doesn't make you a man. Let's be honest. Being a man, sometimes you have to know when to walk away. So don't listen to this.
Say it again.
Right? So that's why you want to challenge him to a fight, because you feel like you could beat him up. Fighting all the time doesn't make you a man. Let's be honest. Being a man, sometimes you have to know when to walk away. So don't listen.
Bars. Rock boy speaking that, he's speaking them gospels right there. Right? Sometimes being a man is knowing when to walk away. You know, always got to be the tough guy. And listen, salute to Base Staxckz, right? Well, I'm gonna give my commentary on this in a second, because I have thoughts on this.
To this guy, you don't have to fight just because you have a disagreement with someone. Sometimes you could just leave them alone. Sometimes you could just say what you have to say and just leave it like that. You don't have to fight all the time. Fighting should be the last resort. So don't listen to this guy. But anyway, speaking of the puzzle guy, came when he's out there living his life. Allegedly, they brought out 100 females for their video shoot. I'm going to play a clip from that for y'all. Y'all can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you guys think about this back and forth? As usual, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. I'm out.
I'm on. All right, so I'll give my thoughts. I think Base Staxckz, he's passionate about what he does, but he has to know the fine line between content and actual street shit. Right? Like he was like, yo, and listen, just for some clarity also, that post is deleted. Right? What? Maybe.
Yeah, I remember being in the office with my lawyer, Carlos Rapal, and my dad.
Yeah, I don't think this is about him. Yeah. So all of those posts, apparently, because they said over here on the Reddits, he deleted everything. Okay, this is on the We Love Hip Hop Canada Reddit. They said he deleted everything. So that's a smart thing to do, and not because you're scared or mans are trying to smalls you. It's like, fam, let these young guys do their thing. If you think they're capping, allow them, let them cap, bro. But challenging them to fights, it turns it from content to non-content. And more times, yes, they're on social media, they post all the time and whatever. But when it comes to let's box or disrespecting their peoples and stuff like that, niggas will just probably just take it to the streets, bro. They'll just probably just end up fucking just smoking niggas, bro. I'm not trying to indict them or put them on some kind of like Fed type shit, but I'm just saying, like, niggas don't resolve problems in the boxing ring anymore. It's not like the 90s and shit or like the early 2000s. In the early 2000s, we stopped doing that shit. Okay, the only niggas who are getting in the boxing ring are fucking Orlando Brown and Ray J and niggas like that. Real niggas ain't getting in no boxing ring with no other real nigga because they got called out on social media. You'll probably just get slid on. And you're going to have to go and say, you know what? Fuck that. Niggas can't slide on me. I'm who I am. When you're actually doing good things, trying to turn your life around and spread positivity through your page. So I'll say this in closing. If you're going to stay in the media game, which I want him to stay in the media game, you have to walk the fine line. If you're going to be talking about these Toronto rappers, you know, even trying to go anywhere near the Friday Ricky Dread route, you can't be doing it in such a street way where it's like, yo, I'll see all of you niggas. There's a lot of niggas who want to see me, okay? And I don't be like, yo, fuck your family, and yo, if I see you, I'd whoop your ass. Like, I've never said anything like that, and niggas want to see me. So you can't come in so hot, like you're just starting when it comes to this media shit. You can't come in so hot talking about these Toronto rappers, like what you gonna do to them, or you will not last long in this media game. And I will reiterate, it's not because you're scared or anything like that. No, it's because niggas are knuckleheads, bro. They'll just fucking do dumb shit, and then you be a consequence of niggas not even using their own fucking brain before doing dumb shit. So you don't want that, bro. And then you don't want to have to go to jail because you ain't trying to back down. So, I don't know. Do with that information what you will. Yeah, Steady Mobbin. The youngins don't play fair, fam. Niggas will be trying to have a drink at the club and get shanked. I'm saying, fam, like, it's just like, it's not worth it for the internet shit, bro. I think coming from somebody who niggas want to punch my face off, bro. I'm not going to let it happen, but they want to do it. All right? Let me reiterate. I'm not going to let it happen, but they want to do it. They be having dreams and aspirations. I'm not going to let that fucking shit happen. You're going to have to sneak me to snuff me. Fuck all that shit. Anyhow. And if you don't sneak me, it's not happening. You know what? Since you're over here in the chat, salute to Steady Mobbin. I saw your clip. Did you post the episode yet? Is it out yet? Yo, Mob, let me know. Wait there. You didn't drop it yet, fam? I'm waiting for that, brother. I saw the clip. Let me go and see if I could find this clip here. Do you want to mob with us tomorrow? You said in the clip today.
Drake, Nav, Robin, Pressa, top 5.
Top 5's gotta go.
I'm gonna say top 5 because he hasn't released any kind of music since he came out, and you know I know if you say top 5 names, it's like Candyman.
Am I gonna get home? Am I gonna get home tonight? That's just kind of hard.
Isn't it?
It's kind of hard.
You say his name 3 times in the fucking mirror at night. He's coming out.
Tone Mason's in the motherfucking building.
Yo, bro. Toronto might need I said it once. I'm not gonna say it 2 more times.
What? The Candyman?
It's like what? Yeah, you better take somebody else. Better off taking Drake off the list. Hey, I take my back. Top 5 in, Drake out, bro.
Yo, one thing that we can do. One thing we can do.
You changed the caption. You smash. And Drake being from Jane and Weston was serious lore. Hey, how I finesse this all the way from Jane and Weston? You know what I'm saying? And when I dropped that shit, when I dropped the list, the Jane and Weston people popped out like, yeah, that's our guy. He's from here. I know him. All right, Weston Road flows. So, but yeah, I'll wait for tomorrow. If I'm back on live tomorrow, which I might be, then I'm reacting to that. I thought I can pull that up and react tonight because I saw that. And I was like, ooh, let's get to that. But yeah, salute to Base Staxckz, man. Yo, I wanted to show you guys something about these Rexdale shootings. Quick, fast. Let's go back to Reddit. Let's go to Reddit. Let's go to Torontology. Let's go to Torontology. Rexdale. Let me see the most recent post. 4 days ago, early morning shooting in Rexdale on Kipling Strip and Mount Olive Drive. MO, heavy police presence. This comes after rapper Shiv dropped song dissing 1,800 Stovetop. So there's this one. It's funny how almost 30-year Jamestown and MO been wiping each other away and only live 5 minutes away from each other. So that is one post that I saw. And I'm going to pull up a news story. There's this. This is what caught my attention. 5 shootings in Rexdale in the past 48 hours. Are these gang related? So let me pull up a news story on this because yes, 5 shootings sounds crazy, but 5 shootings is what I saw on Reddit. And then when I saw the news story, I was like,
2 homes here on Upper Humber Drive have been riddled with.
Goddamn. So let's go through this. Courtesy of CDTV News.
2 homes here on Upper Humber Drive have been riddled with bullets, including the house behind me here that's now been targeted twice since Sunday. I spoke to a few tenants who live in the rental home. They tell me they're confused and terrified. And, all of the neighbors surrounding this are also shaken by the gun violence.
I'm really scared living here these days.
It was around 3:45 Thursday morning when this rental home in North Etobicoke was blasted by gunfire. Our cameras captured about a dozen evidence markers near the bottom of the driveway where shell casings were being collected. Right there, up there. We spoke to 3 tenants of the home who did not want to be identified for safety reasons. They tell me for the second time since Sunday, bullets went through the front door. This went right through. And into the living room. And this time one broke through the back window. Some residents say they heard the sound of a car speeding away. And one neighbor who viewed the video tells me both shootings were captured on security camera.
Person came out. First Sunday he came out, he fired 2 shots. Then he changed the gun and shot again, then fled away. This time, I think, used the one gun.
Many neighbors were woken up by the gunfire and were stunned. It happened again.
I don't know, what's going on.
According to
the police officer, they have to talk to the owner of the house because that house was rented out,
On Sunday as well, I heard the fire shots, and I don't know, today I saw police here. I was just leaving for work.
In the 3 a.m. shot, like a 7 bullet, The noise in the morning is strong,
This comes 2 days after another house at the very end of the same street was targeted. In that case, bullets went through a front window and struck vehicles parked in the driveway. Why these houses were shot at is still under investigation. Police have not yet released any details on suspects or vehicles, but I'm told investigators are looking into the possibility they are connected.
Everybody's getting angry. Who's gonna wake up when they heard a gunshot 4 in the morning, It's not good.
Now those tenants tell me that there are renters on the upper floor and in the basement of this home, and they're mystified as to why the house is being targeted. I'm told that they've been here for a couple of years and they've never met the homeowner, and they're so rattled by these shootings that they're now actively looking for somewhere.
Get them out.
Else to live. In Rexdale, Shauna Hunt, City News, Toronto.
No. The house that got shot up, get them out. You can't live here no more. Niggas came to shoot up your house. Get them out of the neighborhood. I'm sorry, fam. 2 suspects shot after broad daylight shooting. Look at this.
This is in the Kipling and Finch Avenue area. And again, these homes are part of a Toronto community housing complex. I can tell you that officers say that they were called sometime around 7:30 to this neighborhood here for reports of a shooting. When they arrived, they found one man and paramedics took him to hospital. And that is currently where this individual remains at this time. I can tell you that I spoke with someone. They say that this person was actually leaving home, possibly about to pick up his wife from work. And that's when the shooting occurred. And we actually saw one woman just running over to this home here. Afterwards, we weren't able to speak with her, but she was quite distraught as well. Police say 2 suspects fled the scene before officers arrived, and they were last seen heading north on Silverstone Drive, possibly in a black SUV. Now, I did speak with a couple of folks earlier today, including one person who says that she heard a large bang, but she didn't necessarily think it was a gunshot. Here's more what they had to say.
I wish it didn't, but it did. And it's alarming to everybody in the neighborhood to get up and witness this. It's not something nice. It's not something that you wanted to get up to face for the beginning of a new day. Mm-hmm. And to me, it's heartbreaking.
No, I even thought it's the garbage containers. They always pick the garbage and they're always 3. So when I always hear it, I thought it was that. I didn't know it was a shooting. Yeah.
Hold on, let me rewind for a quick second to Mummy over here. Look at the houses that she's in front of. These houses are old, yo. They're in the housing area, fam. Oh, is brand risk tomorrow? I'm definitely streaming tomorrow. I'm brand risk up. Let's go.
3. So when I always hear it, I thought it was that. I didn't know it was a shooting. Yeah, I was just been told when I was driving, not going to work. We know these are things that we always see, but we never think that they happen. But now happening just next to you, it's scary.
Now, this is the second incident of gun violence in this Rexdale area in a matter of hours. Police investigating after gunfire struck a home and several parked vehicles in a residential neighborhood. This happened around 3 or just after 3 this morning in the Finch Avenue West and Humberline Drive area. When officers arrived to that scene, they found evidence of firearm discharge along with damage to a house and a couple of marked or parked
Yo, the car's fucked up. Yo, what the fuck?
No injuries were reported in that case, and there's currently no suspect description available for that particular incident. Now, we did reach out to Toronto Police, Tammy, just to see if possibly both these incidents are connected. They say they cannot confirm that at all. But they will be investigating all possible leads to see what exactly has happened at that Finch-Humberline incident there, as well as this incident here near Kipling and Finch. We will continue to be here on scene just to continue to gather reaction following, again, this shooting that happened this morning here in this neighborhood.
Wow. There was one thing, like Toronto Police investigate 2 shootings in Etobicoke. There's like 5. So we passed 2. Overnight shooting. This is from a day ago.
Police are investigating after shots were fired overnight in Etobicoke. Officers were called to a home on Upper Humber Drive near Finch and the 427. Evidence of gunfire and several shell casings were found on the driveway. Police have not released any information on possible suspects yet.
Yo, what the hell is going on, man? You know, there was another thing that I saw here. Let me show y'all this. This is insane. Hold on. Look at this.
Halton police have a man under arrest after claiming he used tracking devices to help steal luxury vehicles around the GTA.
And
this
this
has nothing
video
to do with the shootings, but this is how also niggas get shot. Look at this.
Halton police have a man under arrest after claiming he used tracking devices to help steal luxury vehicles around the GTA.
And this video released by police allegedly shows the suspect driving up to a vehicle and attaching a tracking device to it so he can steal it later. 14 automobiles were stolen over a 5-month span. 25-year-old Daryl Davins of Quebec faces a total of 29 charges. Police continue to investigate and believe there might be other victims.
So when I first saw this news story floating around on social media, I was like, oh shit, these niggas is trying to really track niggas. This is for car theft. But there's people around the city who are doing this to try to track their ops. Okay? Don't think that these gangsters are out here just on some Neanderthal dumb shit. They're trying to get away with the murder. They're not trying to just shoot willy-nilly and not get away with this shit. Right? So niggas is tracking each other. They're shooting houses. Like, barely anybody's getting arrested in any of these incidents that I'm showing y'all here, fam. Let me do this one. Let me do one more quick search. Etobicoke. Man shot in Etobicoke. Police searching for suspects. Toronto police give update on shooting of a Etobicoke woman. Is this new?
Around 7:23 a.m.
What's the date on this?
Well, a man is dead. Another
around.
I wish it was easier to see the dates on these shorts.
7:23 a.m. Toronto police received a radio call for a shooting that happened in the Humberwood Boulevard area and Rexdale Boulevard area in Toronto. Toronto police immediately responded and located a female suffering from what appeared to be a gunshot wound. Life-saving measures were attempted, but unfortunately this female passed away. The victim in this case is an adult female, and because we're in the early stages of the investigation and next of kin has not been notified, we're not releasing further information on her identity or further descriptions of her.
Okay, this is from 4 weeks ago.
An adult male was seen.
Well, a man is dead. Another is in hospital after a shooting at an apartment in Etobicoke.
Emergency responders were called to this building on Capri Road near.
Let's find the more recent stuff. A day ago, overnight shooting. 4 weeks ago. 3 days. Because Etobicoke is like, it's part of the whole region. You know what I'm saying? Look at this fucking guy. Woman dead after shooting early morning. Oh, that was from 4 weeks ago, eh? Friday looks like a BTS fan. You know, I've never heard one of their songs in my life. I know so much about them from YouTube. I don't know. I've never heard one of their tunes. Suspect at large after woman fatally shot. That was the one from 4 weeks ago. I didn't even know about that one. A woman got killed over in Etobicoke. Yo, bruv. Homicide victim remembered by loving family. Yeah, a lot of these are the same news stories that we just reviewed, or different platforms doing the same news story. Yeah, gang, it's going crazy over there in Rexdale. I don't know what exactly is going on. Obviously, like they've always had their share of gang beef over there. What are they saying in the comments over here? No brainer, my guy. There's nothing really in these comments like that. Listen, hold your head to all of the families of the people who are dealing with this shit over there in Rexdale. You know what I'm saying? Condolences to the families of the ones who have passed. This is a lot going on. You know what? Let me just do a quick Reddit search before I get to my last story. Let me see what's going on in these Reddit streets. Casper times Lil Monty and Spades. We just caught this rat in 4K. He's trying to reach for the cheese and got caught in a mousetrap. This rat just tried to edit his own paperwork and post it. Man, watch out. Yo, the Reddit is a toxic place, bro. I need to spend less time over here, but it helps with my job, but like it's very toxic. Like the Toronto, all Reddits are toxic, but Torontology Reddit, holy. PLC got some explaining to do. CD Musiwala fans, attendance here. What explaining does he have to do? Proof that K Money, yo, they're going crazy on K Money. They don't leave that nigga alone, bro. I saw this also. Hold your head, P. Hopefully he's recovering from his heart attack. I don't think there's anything pressing that I need to get to. What's this? Tizzy Staxckz. Big 25. There's Tizzy Staxckz right there. This is the problem with jail. It's not going to make these niggas come out of jail and be less wanting to be murderers and gangsters and shit like that. Because when they link up, they're like, yo, and they kind of have to, like, especially if they're from certain hoods, they can't even just like, yo, you know what? I'm not about that life anymore, gang. I'm just going to stick to myself and do my own time. No, they all got to do time together and then get on their phones and do stuff like this. Respectfully, like I don't know any of these guys except for like Tizzy Staxckz, but like this doesn't help for people to rehabilitate when it comes to jail. It just makes it more like you're going to be back just now if you have a release date anytime soon. So yeah, it's pretty sad. And Tizzy Staxckz,
there's a version of you who go.
Happy birthday, Tizzy Staxckz. He turned 25 today. You know what I'm saying? So, I got one more story. Holy shit, I'm at a 4-hour mark. I didn't even know that, fam. 3.5 hours for the YouTube audience, but we had the mix going on before on the kick. You know what I wanted to get to? I might still have the story open. Yes, I do. Resident charged after shooting during attempted auto theft at Toronto home. Salute to DJ Czar, because we were supposed to bring this up on the podcast the other day, but we had the Friyie interview. We didn't really have time to get the news stories, but he brought this to my attention. And apparently, you know, from what they're seeing in the title, a man was charged with attempted murder. Hold on, let me run the ad while I'm talking. Man was charged with attempted murder because our gun laws are trash, our self-defense laws are garbage, so niggas can come and rob you, and then when you defend yourself, you go to jail. There's somebody that I just saw right now, like they reduced his his time, but he still has to do time for defending a home invasion. Fuck Canada. Oh, I can't play that. Salute to Choclair. Huh. See that? Choclair getting used in a Hard Rock Bet Casino ad. Uh-huh. Legend, top 5 Scarborough. Sorry. I'm not trying to be part of the ad.
It was here on this residential street near Kingston and McCowan Road where police allege the resident of a home took matters into his own hands early Wednesday morning when he witnessed a number of suspects trying to steal his vehicle around 2:30 a.m. When police arrived, the would-be car thieves had fled from the driveway of the home. Officers also learned a man who lived in the home where the attempted auto theft happened had discharged a firearm. No one was injured. However, a nearby house was damaged by the gunfire. Global News found 3 bullet holes in a second-floor window of the home directly across the street. The homeowner who allegedly fired the gun, 37-year-old Francis Batenbe, has been charged with 1 count of reckless discharge of a firearm.
My husband, I think it's what woke him up because he said, he asked me when I got up and went, did you hear this loud noise?
Neighbors say the incident has left them anxious and upset.
They only have lived here like a year or two, but they've got little kids and I don't blame them.
He's not defending himself though. They're stealing a property. So I don't think he should have shot the gun.
The growing crime rates have gone over the roof. I have been hearing a lot of stories all across. I think we need to do something.
It's important not to speculate, but based on what's been written, it would seem that there's potentially a lower imminent threat.
This criminal defense lawyer, who is not involved in this case, says it would be difficult to argue self-defense.
If you are defending a car in the driveway, it's theoretically a higher bar to establish self-defense.
Batenbe appeared in court via Zoom from a holding cell at Toronto Police 43 Division on Wednesday afternoon. The Crown consented to his release on $2,000 bail.
That's it?
He was ordered to hand over his gun license and any acquisition certificates after already surrendering his guns. He was also ordered to have no contact with the residents of the home that was struck by gunfire. The father of 4 will return to court in October.
Yo, you can't talk to them people across the street, bro. You shot their house up, nigga. Wow. You know what? I might have to take back, yes, Canada is stupid as far as their self-defense laws, but I might have to take back my take about himself. They don't have a picture of him, but I'm gonna have to take it back about him. You went a little bit too crazy there, brother. You on some Texas shit. I understand, trying to protect your life, because if niggas are trying to come into your house, then it's yo, bam. Listen, shoot them in the head. You know what? Let me know. YouTube, I'm sorry, fam. I've been frustrated lately. But that's, low-key how I feel, okay? But that's not in GTA. Okay, let's do that. But if they come in the house, do what you got to do, okay? But if you see them outside trying to take the car, call the police, brother. Call the police. 911, real quick. Yo, they're trying to steal my car. All right? Start yelling, yo, I'm on the phone with 911. If they go and start reaching to pull out the thing, then free kill. That's all I'm saying. It's not a free kill because you're still going to have to go to jail. It's Canada, so you're going to have to fight it in court. But at least you're more justified to let off the ting than, yo, they're stealing my car. I understand that's heinous, but we're not in Florida, brother. We're not in Texas, okay? You ain't going to even get away with that in New York or New Jersey, California, multiple states. You're not getting away with that. Niggas is just trying to take the car, brother. Not just trying to take the car. Sorry, let me take that back. They're stealing your property, and it's heinous, but you're a little too trigger happy there, brother. And I'm trying to defend the gun laws over here, where we can have more self-defense. We can be a little bit more freer with our self-defense, but not if they're just trying to steal the V, brother. Wow. The way they're letting this happen, they must have built 50 prisons. Listen, fam. He kind of brought it on himself. Bruh, you shot the neighbor's house. You don't even got no aim, bruh. The guy was probably like, barely ever shot. Like, do you go to the fucking gun range? He had a legal gun. It's not even like he was just trying to pull out some shit out of his waist. The man probably went into a storage, got the gun, and then started letting it off. I got to call an L on that one, fam. I'm sorry. I got to be fair. I always defend the homeowners. I always say, yo, bro, again, I said it earlier. If a nigga come in your crib, lay them down. You know what I'm saying? Take it down. Take it down. Right? It's cool. It's not cool, but you got to do what you got to do. It's your house. It's your life. It's your kids, your wife. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it down. Bow, bow, bow. Take it down. Right? In slow-mo and shit. You just getting all Jason Bourne in your crib. I rate it. But you can't do that if they're just trying to steal your car, bro. Just call the boy them. Call the police, bro. You know what I'm saying? I gotta play it fair on both sides. Am I wrong, gang? Friday, it's a white guy that let off the elder ones too. He definitely knew how to bust that pause, right?
Hey, yo, chill.
Well, then, how the fuck do you hit the neighbor's house then, brother? You need to go and go back to the gun range and brush up your skills, my nigga. If you're trying to shoot at the people, your son, don't even do it in the first place. All right? No, I know, Jimbo, we do need changes. Like I said, I want to be able to, I have a gun ban for life, or lifetime gun ban, so it doesn't apply to me, but this is what I would, yo, I told y'all niggas, y'all, you weren't here in the beginning. I'm running for office in 2026 going to 2027. So 27, 28, 29. In 2030, 2030, 2031, I'm running for office. I'm lifting my lifetime gun ban, bro. Let me get down, bro. Let me get one. You know what I'm saying? And I agree. We need changes. We need to be able to take you down when you come into my crib, bro. You know what I mean? Night, night. All right? Be singing R&B songs to you while I'm fucking taking you out, nigga. Let me take you to bed, 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 bed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, we go to the end. Hold on, let me make my screen available. That's all I'll be singing in my head when I'm taking these niggas out. Oh, you're in my house? To the end of the road. Right? Just bare R&B tunes taking niggas out, bro. Come in my crib if you want. But you got to have limits to this shit, bro. If I see you taking the car, I'm not going to fucking start shooting out the window, bro. That's crazy. Am I wrong about that? Or you're okay with just shooting out the window? Nigga, that's my car. To the end of the road. Really? Wow, bro. I'm just saying. That's a little extra. You know what I'm saying? He was half asleep when he let off. Was he? Nigga, I don't know about that, bro. If you have a gun in your hand, I think you should be fully awake by the time the gun is in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Cobwebs out. Oh, shit. Like, by the time you draw for the ting, you're like, yo, I'm awake, man. Let's go. Shooting time. A smooth criminal. A smooth criminal. Woo! You know what I'm saying? Holy shit, bro. That'd be crazy. Anyhow, I'm a fucking idiot. Anyhow, Friday from here. Friday for premiere, nigga. Let's go. Let's go. Guns for everybody. All right, Mark Carney, get up. Yo, move over. Everybody. Guns for everybody. We're selling them at Walmart. Let's go. Let's go. Right? When I go run for whatever I run for, like, and I'm saying this now because I know y'all gonna do this, all right? I know you're gonna do this. When I run for mayor in 2031, I know you're gonna rewind the tape. Yo, remember that live stream from August 21st when he was talking about he gonna kill niggas? He said the word niggas. Guess what? That's why they're gonna vote for me, because I'm gonna keep it fucking real. You know what I'm saying? That's who my constituents are gonna be. The people who like motherfuckers who keep it real. All right? Come on, bro. You think I'm worried about that? Come on, B. Yo, vote for me, yo, gang. I'm getting off of the stream just now, but I want to know, yo, y'all voting for me if I run for mayor in 2031? One in the chat, bro. One in the chat if you're voting for me. Two in the chat. You're fuck out of here, Friday. You're going to run the city into the ground. By 2031, I'll be ready. I'm not, listen, you see how the way I am now? I'm going to be that way, right? But a more refined version. By the time we get to 2031, I'm going to start preparing myself from now that you'll be seeing politician Rick or politician Kofi up on the screen. So it'll make sense. It won't even be like, yo, you mean that nigga who dresses like the weird gym teacher? He wants to be the mayor? No. By 2031, don't even worry about that. That nigga who's always wearing the suits and shit like that, oh, the guy who did this and he made this happen in the city and he brought these people together, I don't know. It might not be a bad idea. Don't worry, fam. I have it all planned in my mind. If you guys see me try to fuck around and be mayor tomorrow, then 2 in the chat. But I'm talking 2031, I will prepare myself for the moment, gang. Let's fucking go. Friday for mayor. Let's go, man. I'm going to do it. Mark my words. I'm going to be back tomorrow on stream. I have a couple of things I have planned in my mind. I want to interview a young artist, so I'm going to see if I can get him on stream tomorrow, and we'll see if we can get him on stream, and I'll do it on YouTube too, or maybe just Kick, because I'm going to stream the brand risk event also. So we'll be streaming the whole brand risk event. I'll find out exactly what time. I think it starts at 9 o'clock, so we'll stream that tomorrow over on Kick, kick.com/welovehiphop. And until then, we're off of this. Deuces.